Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate all of you. Let me make sure you can hear me first. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Let me remove my dancing man. Oh, I'm beating. Heartbeat, you make me feel so weak. Moving all around from the head to the ground. Everything he said went right straight to my head. Oh, can you feel it? Heartbeat. Y'all remember that song? You probably don't by the way I sing it, huh? Oh my God, I don't know what made me do that. I'm so embarrassed. Hey, Brick Girl Haley, thank you for being here. Hey, AKD. Hey, Child. Hey, Oh Denise, thank you for being here. I saw Pam in here grumbling that she had to take a poll. Hey, Mimi 126, Angie, Queen Diva, The Bushes. Thank you guys for being here. I saw the first person who's always in everyone's chat, always. It's not you, Vero, but I always appreciate you for being here. Brooklyn Mom, look at this hater of you is a view. Well, maybe she don't hate me. She shared me out. Here's the person who is always here. Chakra King Black. I always appreciate you showing up, hitting the like button for me. So, how was your weekend? I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. The Real K Fit, good morning to you. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Choreo lover, my choreo lover, working and can't speak individually. Know that choreo lover is here and she is doing her other work, but she is listening and she still had that eagle eye out for anybody who comes in here acting crazy. Um, Speaking of which, um, yes, take the poll. Even you, View. Okay, what's View talking about? Good morning, everybody. I'm awake and I am walking my little one. I will speak later. Just listening. You know, a View is a View. Had one of those miraculous births, kind of like the CEO of the university. The Valentine University. So she has a young one that she has to tend to. So she's here, she's listening, but she'll speak when she get the little ones settled, because when you have little ones, hey, good morning, kind to me. When you have little ones, sometimes they grab your attention away from what you're doing because they have special needs that needs to be attended to, you know you know in the moment, in any moment. Fortunately, Miss Valentine has never had that happened to her in the year since the birth of her little one. It's miraculous. Hey, Jay Davis, good morning. Hey, YouTube cameras, good morning. One second. Okay, you guys are still speaking. Hey, Soul Fight, how you doing? Wear me, good morning. Okay. Grand rising to everyone. Chat getting can't chat getting stuff ready. Don't worry, we appreciate you being here. Okay, so let's get to what I want to talk about first. Because good morning, Miss Queenie. I thank you for being here too. I want to talk about this first because I saw this on Friday after I did my live. No, uh, what did I see? I saw it Saturday. Okay, I saw this Saturday, and I was surprised that I didn't hear a lot of news about this. So I want to talk about this first. Let me remove this comment. One second. Okay, let me make sure I'm caught up with the chat. Okay, I have a one. Okay, hey, Shy Girl Complex, good morning to you as well. So I didn't hear much about this on the news, and hey, here, we're in the United States. Okay. Uh, um, Michelle Obama's mother, Marion Robinson, dies at the age of 86. And Miss Robinson's death was announced Friday by Michelle Obama and other family members, and it's in a statement that said there will be only one Marion Robinson. So Michelle Obama's mother passed away. They announced it on Friday, and I just happened upon it. And when I was looking for other news items, so I don't know if you guys heard that announcement. uh, She grew. She lived in Chicago most of her life. She retired as a secretary for from a bank, and her husband passed away the year before Michelle and President Obama were married. He had MS, and he worked. I can't remember. I think he worked for the post office most of his life. I don't have the obituary up here with me, and yeah, so they didn't think that Michelle and Barack would last. In fact, her mother said she'll give it 6 months. They had to talk her into moving to DC. She felt that she could, still live in Chicago and travel back and forth to and from DC. And plus, her son, he is a head basketball coach in Oregon. So she wanted to split her times between those two places and Chicago, but they talked her into it, and so she lived a very good life in the White House. She didn't have to be under Secret Service scrutiny, which means she could shop, move freely throughout DC because that was her request. She wanted to do that. She wanted to be able to move freely. So, and then she had a connection to the kids, and Michelle Obama was always worried about her kids not being just left with strangers and attended by people. So it was that family thing that they both wanted for their children in going to the White House. So that's the announcement of the death of Marion Robinson. Don't take it personal, please. Good morning, everyone. They've already started. See, Cat with the chats. Good morning. Please like and share and subscribe. What are you saying? Don't take personal. Okay, let me see. Corio, did you have to block somebody already? I went through my block list. I was doing some things on my computer, and I went through my block list, and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There was so many people on that block list. So I went through my if you want to speak, if you highlight it stands out and I can try to speak. Wait a minute. If you want to speak, if you highlight it stands out and I can try to speak. Okay. You're talking about if you want to I don't know. I think she's saying if you want to speak to her, highlight her name so it'll stand out. Okay. Back here it doesn't highlight. So if you want to speak to me, just hope I'm caught up with the chat. Okay, that's all I can say. Okay, so you guys don't even care. I did all of that. I see no responses about that story I just gave. Okay, so you guys are here for the beef, but I just wanted to pay respect. Thank you, kind to me. I just wanted to pay respect to Michelle Obama's mother. Uh, that thumbnail is off the chain. Yes. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, CT. Hey, Dreamy Genie Blue. Hey, Fatah Robinson. Okay, let me say it. Hit that like button, thumbs up, hit the bell. Cleveland, Ohio, in the house. Welcome, Cleveland, Ohio. Good morning, youngest. Hey, TH. Prayers for Michelle and her family. Okay, Michelle Obama and her family. Okay, so just wanted to pay some respects because I didn't know, and it doesn't seem like the nation was alerted to any respects to be given to Michelle Obama's mother who passed away. Okay, so let's get to what's going on in the B second. It was a crazy, crazy weekend. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to pin my link just in case anyone wants to come up. And if I'm missing something, they'd be like, hold up, Ronnie, you didn't talk about this. No, that's not how it happened. You didn't talk about that. Oh, so this is what the link is for. I'm going to pin it at the top. I'm going to dismiss my poll. If you haven't taken the poll when you entered, please take the poll and please hit the like button if you haven't done so. Okay, let me find the link. Prayers for the Obama family. Please pray for the Obama family. Please, please. Thank you for that. Let me, did I put the link in? I thought I did. I did. Guess I didn't. Oh, I didn't hit the enter. Oh, I put it in the back chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I put it in the back chat. Okay, here's the link. Okay. Yeah, you can hit the link at any time. If you think I have missed something, I already said that. But I'm good at what I do, so I probably won't miss anything. If we have a difference of opinion, a different outlook, you're more than welcome to Hit the link. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll now, and let's see what you guys did in the poll. Did you hit the like button? Of course, yes. 68%. That's a good percentage. No, I'm hate watching. 15%. You guys, at least you guys are honest. And oops, I'm on my way to do that now. 15%. I appreciate all of you for taking the poll. Okay, now on to our regularly scheduled news. Okay, so here what we have is yeah, I pinned the link already. Let me see. I thought I pinned the link. Let me see. Okay, let me try to pin the link again. I thought I pinned it. No, it's pinned. Okay, thank you. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about first of all, good morning, T Velocity. Okay. Jill's Comfort Zone, good morning to you. Don't forget, here's Corio. 1 second. I'm coming, Corio. Who is this? Somebody tell me who that is while I add Corio. Hey, Corio.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to
Um,
you as well.
yeah, I'm off my game this morning. I just really want you to know. I had all three of my teenage nieces over last night, so I'm mentally exhausted from questions. And so at first your link wasn't pinned. Then as soon as I typed it, I could see it. So everything's good. You're fine.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. It seems like
Yeah.
everything is showing up late. It seems like there's a delay from what I'm talking about to you guys' response, longer than regular delay. So
Okay.
thank you, Corio. I appreciate the help. And
You're
Corio,
welcome.
keep your eye out because I unblocked a lot of people, some names I've never seen before, probably Charles, but there may be in here. So, you
Okay.
know, thank you, Corio.
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you. Bye bye. Good morning, chat.
Was that Big Man TV? No, that wasn't Big Man TV. Hey, no pressure. How you doing? Good morning. The heat wave. Okay, hello, Ronnie Q. Who is that? Jay Parrish and everyone. Okay, so you guys can't guess who that was. Okay, so let me see if anybody else guess. Okay, nobody guess. Okay. Okay, so let's go on with what's happening in the beef sector. What's going on in the beef sector is uh let's talk about Jay Wilson first. Jay Wilson, um, I don't watch Jay Wilson that frequently. I know he has an issue. Well, I know he was fawning over the gentleman called St. James. And he would talk about him frequently. The first time I heard about St. James was through Miss Cruiser. And, Jay Wilson has a disdain for Miss Cruiser. So it was like Jay Wilson had to steal St. James' friendship away from Miss Cruiser, and he was like hell bent. And then St. James popped on Jay Wilson's panel, and Jay Wilson was like a happy little boy spinning around like, "Oh, I got St. James to myself. He was your friend, but he my friend." And now, Jay Wilson like looking sideways, smiling at St. James like it's all regular and good and he all holy and churchy and he just want him to talk about church, but his other eye was over there slinking on Miss Cruz's page like, yeah, motherfucker, I got St. James now. It ain't nothing you can do it. I know you mad, Cruiser. I know you mad. And Miss Cruz is like, boy, go on out of here. You got St. James for whatever reasons you want St. James. So St. James, this is the first time I saw him. And guess where I saw St. James? I saw him over, not just on the link, actually in the abode, as Kwani would say, in the comfy and heavily decorated abode of none other than Timothy Blaine. If my mods can pull Timothy Blaine's show where and you can join the you can subscribe to him, but if you can pull his last show that he did with St. James, I think his name is St. James. Am I saying the wrong word, St. James or something? It's kind of sounding wrong. It's something James. What is it? Am I saying it wrong? Good morning, BJ. Okay, the link is pinned. Now that's a good question because I heard that yeah, that's his name. Thank you, Dominique Diberu. Hey, Cloud Watcher. Good morning to you. Now, hey, Dr. Soapy. Yes, St. James is his name. That's right. Okay. So now about whether that question right here on the screen, if he lives the gay lifestyle, like I said, that was the first time I'd ever seen him in real life. He does. I'm just going to give you my opinion. He does have what I would say not very masculine hand gestures. He doesn't read really masculine to me. He reads a little effeminate, but not flaming to me. So now Jay Wilson cozy up to this young man, but then Jay Wilson came out and said that this man was actually gay. And it took a lot of people by surprise. So Jay Wilson, who was 50 something years old before hey Nene, how you doing? Hey Keens Mina, hey Peaches, hey Carmax. Jay Wilson, who is 50 something years old, and it took him being caught on the jackdapp outed Sir King. I mean, Sir St. James. He outed St. James, not Sir King. St. James. That was a Freudian like slip, I guess. Hey, Sir King, don't be mad at me. I corrected the mistake. So and St. James was taken aback that Jay Wilson would even do that. So I think that I'm not sure. This is my assumption. I think that kind of dug a wedge in between this budding friendship that Jay Wilson was trying to get to show improve over Miss Cruiser. These are my opinions. I'm just telling you what it looks like to me. So then now Tim Blaine has been into it with some other preachers too. I didn't watch that because I don't know who those people are, but Tim Blaine was on a show, and Tim Blaine, they said one of these dudes got the best of Tim Blaine. If somebody want to come up and talk about it, you can talk about it because I don't know the details because I didn't watch it. I had planned on watching it, but then there was so much going on in the beef sector. Okay, so they said, "Good morning, Miss Toby. Did I speak? T. Jen Yell, did I speak? Hood Scriptures, Miss 313. Life is good. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. They all church sissies and very messy gospel gossipers. I believe it. Okay, I remember St. James from the uh, Tyrese report before he started his live. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And if you haven't watched that interview with Tim Blaine, it is a very good interview. They talk. Tim throws some shade at Jay Wilson. You find out about Tim's history on YouTube. You find out about other things about Tim. It was a very, very good interview. They were very comfortable together. They talked back and forth, and it was a really, really nice interview. It wasn't strained. It wasn't awkward. They were sitting together. Tim, I think he faces his window. Yes, he was with Uncle Tim. Yes, Miss T Velocity. My mods are dropping the link to that actual live. Go over and subscribe to Tim Blaine. Okay, but this is a recent broadcast. Yes, this happened either Saturday. I think it happened Saturday. Yeah, I think it's a recent. Yeah, I think it happened Saturday. Uh, St. James is wearing a yellow outfit. And you learn a lot about St. James. You learn what he does for a living. You learn that you learn a lot about him. I'm not going to give you the whole interview, but please click on that link that my mods are dropping so you can go over there. I suggest it was a really he got into it with Vincent somebody. I can't remember his Vincent I can't remember his last name. And they said that it's two of them guys, two of these guys together that he was on the panel with. and they said one guy cut him up. I don't know if Miss Toby, you're more than welcome to come up and tell us what he ripped into Uncle Tim for, but I can't remember. I mean, I can't remember because I've heard it, but I didn't see it for myself. Okay, okay. Oh, he really didn't get the best of Tim. He asked a question, and Vincent got um, mad, dragged, threatened, and dropped Tim. Oh, okay. He asked a question that got under his skin. Hey, Candy Cane. Yeah, but that's what I had heard. So I don't know where to find that. I don't know the person, but I am suggesting you go over to Tim's video and watch Tim's video. Oh, it was great. Are you speaking about the Tim and St. James, Miss LA? That interview? Yes, it really was great. And you guys, Tim Blaine has been around, and he is cute. He is a handsome man. It was a really really good live, and go over there and support Tim Blaine if you have the time and stuff because he's a staple in the YouTube on YouTube, and it was a very good interview. Okay, let me see what you say about St. James and the others know about most of y'all. They know beef sector stuff. Yeah, well, St. James really know beef sector stuff. So you'll find out a lot about St. James, as a matter of fact, if you go watch the interview. And they were laughing and talking, and then I'm sitting up there, and I got all hooked. Hey, Auntie Donna, how you doing? Swag, how you doing, Miss LA? Styles with Tisa. I'm sitting up there watching the interview, and I was like, ooh. I said, I know there is going to be a video fired up after this live goes off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because I know Jay Wilson was sitting over there hot as fish grease. So here's Tim Blaine and St. James over there mucking it up, having a good time, and I can see Jay Wilson just sitting there, just looking at him like, is that what it is? Okay, I got you. I got you. I can see Jay Wilson sitting up there looking sideways at him. Yeah. So Jay Wilson has lost a friend, it seems. So they also talked about the number of times that Jay Wilson goes live. Oh, they were shading Jay Wilson. And King James like, oh, I never have that much time. I am too busy and this, that, and the other. They were throwing a little shade. So it was a good interview. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, did you guys hear him talk about the interview or shade the interview, or did he just ignore Tim's interview? Now, that's I should have went over. I cannot stand Jay Wilson, so I didn't even go over to check. But I just assumed that he would be shading the interview. Did you guys check any of that? Pastor said, "Fuck them. I'm not going to give them my attention." Oh, okay. So he ignored them. Okay, thank you. Yes, they do been peaking for years at U's in the beef sector. It was very entertaining. Okay, so I'm waiting to see if anybody know if Pastor ignored that interview. Yes, yesterday. He commented on it yesterday. What are you saying? Yes, yesterday. You guys you guys know what you're saying in your mind. And I ask a question and it comes up, you know, it's a delay. So I don't know what answer that is unless you're specific. That is what I'm saying. Because when it comes up in the chat, it's a slight delay, and I probably asked 10 or 15 questions. So that's all I'm saying. He's gonna act like he didn't watch it. Okay, thank you. So there has been no response. Oh, he said he didn't see it. He didn't ask about it. Yeah, but he don't never see anything. That we know he. I don't watch them people. I don't watch that lady. I don't watch them people. But then he tells you verbatim what happened on their live. Is it true? I heard that Brick and Ness had a shouting match. So let's talk about that. I go live under new management. Good morning. I go live in the morning. And so I'm sitting up and I was busy doing something and I had my headsets on and I'm listening to Ness and it was boring. Nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, uh, Ness started reading something in the chat, and she's reading something that Malik wrote in the chat. Hold on. Are you guys up on that? Are you guys totally up on that? Ness, good morning. Oh, I spoke to you. Jay Wilson sitting there looking like an old church lady, an old church ushers from the 70s who would always be shushing folks. Okay, St. James is handsome. Look like Fred Hammond. Okay, good morning to you, D. Lynn. But why does he have their names in his lives? I don't know. So he had their names in his. Let me go look and see. He put their names in his live and then just ignored them. I guess clickbait. He put his names in their live, in his live, to make you think that he was about to drag them. I bet. So and then you come over there and expecting him to drag them, and he doesn't even talk about them. Dr. Passer would do anything, to get people over there. Let me see. Brooke, Ness, Malik, and other drama. Maya and Christina and Landlord. Okay, Treasurer's panel. Okay, let me see what else he's talking about. Let me see. I'm nosy. Okay. Trader Joe's. Hello. That's two videos in the car on the same day. Sabotage. Okay. Beef Sector 2.0 trip. Okay, core courses and more important than extracurricular courses. Really? I so needed you to tell me that core courses are more important than extracurricular courses. I would have failed in life if I didn't know that these non-essential classes to getting me somewhere. He must have graduated in extracurricular courses because surely the core courses didn't put him on track to for a career to be a temp. Is that what extra? Okay, so he's telling you he's learned from my mistakes. Maybe that's what he's telling you. Maybe he's just figured it out. Since he's in the position that he's in, and he's an educator, and he's in the position that he's in. Driving Uber, making videos from his car 2 and 3 times a day. I don't see anything with their names in the title. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see. Well, he makes so many videos. Okay, I'm up to 8 days ago, so it was not 8 days ago when he did that. Okay, so this is crazy. No, thank you. Nope, I don't see anything. Okay, so there's that. Let me get back to you guys. Okay, I'm crying. He needs content. I'm just saying. Okay, so no, he didn't. He really he said he was happy for Tim. Oh well, that's nice. Okay, I don't think he was happy for Tim. Why would he be so happy for Tim? We know you weren't happy for Tim. He stole your friend. I don't. Has St. James ever been over at Jay Wilson and they did a live together? Because how is it that his nemesis on YouTube get a one-on-one interview with St. James, and St. James is sitting in Tim's house looking very comfortable, and they are laughing and talking and having fun? Has Jay Wilson ever presented? Look at him. Look at them. They had a really, really good time, really good interview. And did you ever see St. James in the mausoleum, while Jay Wilson is telling Lyric to get off the carpet, and Lyric hauls off and slaps the shit out of Jay Wilson, and then he gets embarrassed and locks Lyric up in that cage he keep her in, never letting her out. So I don't know. I've never heard about St. James being on. You're saying yes. You're saying he's been over there. Hey, December baby, and hey, marvelous me. So Dominique, you're saying that St. James has filmed over at the Airbnb in San Antonio. Was he a guest or was he just visiting a friend? I think that's a yes to they've done a live together on StreamYard. No. I understand that. I understand StreamYard. I'm asking, did they do a live together in person in Jay Wilson's? home? Did he rent a room in the San Antonio Airbnb and then get on the camera together? Much, maybe not much like what is his name, Jives. Maybe not as touchy feely as the one I that allegedly happened when Jives booked a room. But did he go over to his? No, thanks. That's the answer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Another note. Okay, not in person. Thank you, Hood Scriptures. So he's mad. I assume he's mad. If he's not mad, I'm just gonna say he's mad because that's what I want to do. At least I'm honest. I wish, and I think that's why he did not do a video on it. Now, of course, somebody gonna tell him barbecue was over there talking about you, and barbecue. I don't watch that woman. I don't watch that woman. Now he's gonna have content. Jay Wilson, thank you, thank me. Because I'm giving you content so you can. Oh, but I heard Jay Wilson read the dog stuff out of Ness though. I really did. Okay, I've never seen SJ and J Wilson in the same room. Thank you, Nene to go. Okay, so I heard that he did read the dog crap out of Ness. I didn't watch, and I don't even know why. What stunned him? Did Ness do something to him, or he's just tired? He just got fed up with something that she was doing as a whole and just decided to read her for filth, because I definitely heard that Jay Wilson read Ness for filth. So does anybody know the reason? I'm doing a Jay Wilson show today because I don't watch them people. Oh man, this show is going by easy. Okay, look, let me quit messing up. Okay, so you guys are up on the Brooke Saga, right? Okay, so we're gonna go through the Brooke Saga right quick. We know that Brooke and Malik allegedly broke up during her short pregnancy. She announced her pregnancy after 5A announced that she was having a baby. And then 5A came back and said, oh, no, I was just BSing. But Brooke had committed to the baby story. So about 5.5 months later, she said that, she was set up to have the baby. The baby was coming next month. And then all of a sudden, her and Malik had a big blow up over at Pretty Chocolate Girls. And let me see. I'm gonna let you hear the blow up, and I'm gonna drop the video for you. It's Pretty Chocolate Girl did a video yesterday. You're gonna have to red ball through it to find the argument that they had. Let me go to Pretty Chocolate. I'll find it while I'm doing this. I should have had it already. So they had an argument, and Pretty Chocolate Girl came out and replayed the argument. So they tried to play it off as if it was nothing, because Brooke and Malik were modding for Pretty Chocolate Girl, and then Brooke got mad at her and told her to take her wrench back. And in taking her wrench back, she expected Malik to follow and have her take his wrench back, but that didn't happen. So they got into a big tiff over at Pretty Chocolate Girls. Now I'm gonna drop the link for you. She replayed the tiff on her live either Saturday or Sunday. You're gonna have to red ball through it, and you can hear the argument that broke out, because a lot of people miss that argument. And so now the reason I'm showing you this is because it has gone back to this initial argument as a reason for why Brooke and Malik are getting divorced. So this is Pretty Chocolate Girl's link to this video right here, and you can hear the initial argument. So Nessa's doing her show, and Brooke is all up there. You know, people just talking about me, and people don't have no content, and they just jealous of me, and I do my stuff, and I made my channel what it is, and I ain't depending on nobody. And as she sits up on the panel and neglects her own channel, but that's neither here nor there. It's about just people just jealous, and yeah, and when I go to Vegas, I want to go here. I want to go there. I'm going to have my legs up in the air. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to have my legs up in the air. Here and there. Here and there. My legs up in the air. Hey, that's a little cute little song, huh? Anyway, let me quick loud. Okay, I'm trying to understand what folks got to be jealous of her for. Okay, I don't. I want to know too. I definitely want to know. So she was on that whole big old thing, and then Ness said, it was after everybody was like, "Oh my God, we hear about this trip every day, and it's 2 months from now." And Ness, tried to settle her down, and then she said, "You know what? We're not going to be talking about the trip that much anymore." And then so she goes on with this regular old boring content about those invaders of the sector. So she's going on with her content, and then all of a sudden, Brooke catches a comment from Malik, her husband. So Brooke is sitting up in the chat. Good morning, Red Rings. Good morning, Swag Found. All you stop lying. Okay. All you stop lying says she want to know what people got to be jealous of Brooke for as well. So all of a sudden, Malik makes a comment in the chat, and then Brooke sees it, and she's like, Malik, what do you want? Don't no, you can't come up here. So then Ness says, Malik's in the back and he wants to hit the link. She said, no, he can't hit the link. No, he can't do it. So she's sitting up there, preventing Malik from hitting the link. And then he comes up there at least 5 times. And Ness also says she has a back chat person who writes little notes to her in the back chat. So let's look at one of the notes Ness got in the back chat about their little situation. Hey, Barry Gary, how you doing? So we're going to look at one of the notes that was left in the back chat for Ness regarding Brooke and what was going on between Brooke and Malik. Let's see what's happening. Okay, from unknown era update. So apparently they're not separated. It was supposed to be a favor for Ness's channel. She's making threats over there to Peel. He's making threats over there to Peels. Now, over there means over at GX's channel. So he tried to get on Ness's channel 5 times and he was not allowed because Brooke said no. So with Brooke saying no, she didn't want him up there. He then goes over to ZX's channel, and then they come back and said Brooke is no. So they had a okay. Now Brooke started arguing with after the first message where they're telling Ness that he's gone over to ZX. Now Ness realized by listening to Brooke she's missing the tea because he's gonna spill the tea and he could have spilled it on her channel because Ness Ness would rather talk about some bullshit on these invaders than getting the tea and listening to Brooke. You're the channel holder. Brooke doesn't have a successful channel. Brooke can't catch a story because she ain't got no teeth. It's like catching a fish with a hole at the bottom of your net. Her teeth is the hole in the bottom of the net. She can't catch a story because every time she can't. She's got a bad channel. And you took advice from her when you saw that tea was about to be spilled because you know that baby is fake, Ness. So Malik was in his feelings, and we could have got to the good shit, Ness. But you're you know. I'm starting to wonder if I was always thinking that Flickr was of course putting herself above and beyond her importance of your channel and the building of your channel and the aim to make your channel grow. I always thought she was putting not 20 on 10, 120 on 10 about her part in making you grow, but in writing everything that you need to say and all this. I really didn't believe her. But what I really didn't believe most is that you sat up there and you let Brooke tell you to not let Malik up and get the tea on your channel because you know that baby is fake. You know he was in his feeling. But no, Ness couldn't do that. No, she's protecting Brooke. Protecting Brooke from what? What exactly was he gonna do? I mean, what is the truth gonna do? Ness just couldn't figure that out. Nothing was gonna happen. He was just gonna tell the truth. Everybody really knows the truth by now, but Ness couldn't get to it. Ness. Special case, special ed. So okay, Ness didn't get to the story. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, y'all speaking. Hey, Jackson Street, how are you? Okay, hey, kind to me, Lord, uh, Much love to the chat, mods and chatters. Hey, Ray Triggs, how you doing? Good to see you guys in here. I hope you had a good weekend. So Ness couldn't get to the scoop, so then Malik goes over to GX's. Now he's mad. He can't get on the link. He got something to say, and he's mad that allegedly somebody told him that Ness's new beau. What is his name again? Uh, what is his name again? Hold on. He's Malik is also mad because he allegedly got news that Ness's new beau was making fun of him, and he wasn't pleased with it. So what he wanted was to tell not Ness, was to tell Brooke and what is this nigga's name? Pillsbury, to tell Nick and Pills, don't bring him up. Do what they want to do, but don't bring them up. So that's all that he wanted to tell Pills. You know, Pills was up there on the link as well, and that nigga was up there eating some Kentucky Fried Chicken. They said, "Are you eating chicken?" He was like, "Yeah," and then he held the box up. This nigga up there eating Kentucky Fried Chicken with his mouth open, smacking, and all this shit. And Malik down there getting madder and madder and madder, thinking somebody gonna be riding his flat booty big back Brooke. So you know, he said, fuck that. They ain't let me up. I'm gonna take my ass over to GX's. So he goes over to GX. Are you guys with me on this story? Are you with me? Okay, so he goes over to GX. And GX, of course, lets him on. But see, you know, GX, he did have a good idea, but he was the wrong person for this idea, because GX, you're not beef sector. So stay your ass and mind your non-beef sector business. So of course, as I hear this drama going on, I also set up a live. I was like, well, shit, if he mad and gone, tell him to come on over here. So I also set up a live, but GX live went up before my live. And soon as I hit my live, GX was already in the throes of running his damn mouth too long. He ran his mouth so long at the beginning of his video. Malik stayed, Malik, okay, Ness and Brooke got into it, and about when Ness realized she lost the tea. It's your fault. You told me not to bring him up. Now he's going over there to GX. Okay, how did Ness know he was going over there to GX? So they're doing their show together on the panel, and then they're arguing about you get wrong sometimes, Brooke. How come I shouldn't bring him up? How come I shouldn't bring him up? So here comes none other than Gomer Powell. So Gomer Powell hits Nestlink in the middle of the argument, and then he says, he hear them arguing for a little while, and then so he needs to chime in and be important. Someone's owes 4K. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get to that. Okay, I don't know what that means. So here come Gomer Powell with his I love everybody ass. You know, here come Gomer Powell with his thoughts about, with this mindset about black people. So he's going to try to calm the situation down, because this Gomer Powell thinks like this, so he's going to go up and, he doesn't want to cause trouble. And he go, Ness, I just wanted you to know that that Malik is over there on GX's channel right now. And that was a bold-faced lie. It was actually a bold-faced lie. Yes, you know that Malik is sitting over there on GX's panel right now, and GX was over there by himself. He had set up a live and he was talking. And then Ness really got furious. She didn't, for somebody to actually come up on your link and announce somebody else's live and have the person that you're arguing with on their live instead of your live because Brooke sent them over there, then Ness really went off and cursed Brooke out. And Brooke cursed her out, said, fuck Vegas and fuck you, bitch. And Brooke dropped down and she went to her own channel and struck up her live. So you got Ness's live, then GX went live, then Rodney comes over there and tells that GX is live, and then Brooke goes live, and then somewhere in the meantime, I go live. So I got spies in all three lives telling me what's happening. So nothing really happened. It was too much cool off time in the meantime. Unfortunately, there was really nothing that happened. Okay, so let me tell you. I can tell you exactly what Malik was over there saying if you want to know. Malik, okay, the Gomer Powell impersonation. Gomer, I missed that. Girl, yeah, yeah, that was that's what happened. Okay, so Gomer Powell goes. Okay, it was on the paperwork from court. Wait a minute. It was on the paperwork for court. Okay, what I came to me, I'm not sure who owes $4,000 about any paperwork from court. I'm lost in this story. I thought she threw him in the trash. Oh no, that you talking about Gomer Powell? Oh no, they made up. After he cried like a little bitch. Yeah, he made up with her. Well, Nancy is my friend, though. I understand that she was a little upset with me, but I like Ness. So there, there's that, and I don't think she has even came to the realization that he came up and actually did that dumb shit on her channel. But people doing a lot of dumb shit over there. Okay, Hershey Kisses is saying someone owes 4K. Who owes 4K? I don't even understand what you're talking about with the 4K. Hershey's kiss. Oh my god, Hershey's Kisses. What is that? Were you guys able to hear me? What was going on with the 4K? I touched my something's. Okay, I'm back. Every time I touch my mic cord, I got to check to see if my volume is on. Okay, I hope I wasn't blank for 5 minutes. Okay, now who owes $4,000, Hershey's? I'm asking you. You guys are writing about this. I'm nosy. Don't be writing about somebody owe 4K and they don't owe it to me. If they want to pay it to me, they're more than welcome to. Okay, Pills owe $4,000. Oh wow, mercy, mercy me. What did you guys talking? Okay, fuck it. It's disjointed. I don't know what Hershey Kisses is talking about. I don't know what kind to me talking about. She saw it on the paperwork. Probably Jay Wilson. He owes everybody. You shady Terry. Good morning to you, Aisha. Uh, he said Jay Wilson probably owed $4,000. Oh, Brooke. Okay, you're talking about Brooke. Okay, so oh yeah, so we're gonna talk about Grish coming in too. Okay, we got all these lives set up. We got the original Nest. We got uh GX who tried to lure Malik over. We got Brooke who stormed off and set her own live up. And we got another messy motherfucker who set a live up with Malik's name. And now I do not put nobody's name in my titles ever. And on this, I put Malik, come talk. I wanted to hear this story. I was trying to get the information. And Malik has said many times regarding this baby. Well, I don't know anything about that. You have to talk to Brooke about that. Malik has said many times, I have a son. I have 4 sons and has never mentioned a daughter. So Malik goes live. Let me tell you what Malik was saying over there. I mean, ZX goes live and talks way, 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 way too long as usual with his long-winded, funky breath ass. And then he lets Malik cool off. So by the time Malik gets over there, this is what we get from Malik. Okay, I'm a let me clear my throat. So Malik goes over to ZX, and this is Malik. Let me start this over. Okay, here we go. I ain't answering no questions. I stand 10 toes down in everything I do. I'm 100% real nigga from the street. I got the phone calls from a gentleman who said something about me. And then I got a phone call that dude never said nothing about me. Here's what I'm going to do. My God, do you. I'll never speak on you. Don't never speak on me. I want y'all to let Brooke be her. Brooke's her own person. Brooke can handle her own. Don't bring me up in no controversy or no trauma. I I want to live my life. She got my blessings by living her life. For those of y'all that like to take words and misconstrue, I think he meant construe. Please don't. Pills, you didn't say nothing about me. I was told, my God, do you trust and believe I'll never say anything about you? Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm so remiss in what the fuck I'm doing. Oh my God, excuse me. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. How silly of me. Oh my goodness. So, all of that was said by Malik. 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 Okay. 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 This is Malik talking. Okay. I gotta leave you guys with the visual. Okay. So then he goes on to say, "I'm 100%. You got my word." He's getting a little hype now. People, I don't care. Whatever you hear, that lady is grown and mature. She handles her own. Dude, you seem to be grown, but you know what? Do you? I'm not going to speak on you. Don't speak on me. If I ever get a call, though, my guy, because you see, I'm 100. I was in Ness chat. I called you out directly. My guy, I didn't innuendo. I came straight at you. I told you where I'm from and how I get down. Enjoy your life. So that's what Malik went over there to tell Peels. You see, if ZX silly ass would have gotten him when he was heated, because you see, it took him a little second to start talking about it, and he started to get heated again. And he didn't go over there to have a conversation with that nut bucket ZX who fucking let him cool down. He was over there to get what he wanted out, you dumb fuck. So he ruined the whole opportunity for the beef sector to settle this bullshit because he's not in the beef sector and he didn't know anything about it and he didn't know how to control. I don't know. It was a lack of control on all panels. He let Malik show up there and tell him, I'm not answering any question. I came up to say this, that, and the other, and that's all. So he really missed the opportunity. So that's okay. So that's going on at Malik. So Brooke is over there on her channel. Brooke is crying, screaming, yelling, all about, she was wrong. She don't have no loyalty to me. Now I don't know why she's screaming about Ness not having any loyalty to her because Ness didn't let him up on the link. So I don't know what the fuck she was screaming for. Malik, hit the link. So Malik is done with ZX because he's not answering any questions. He can't stay long. Why can't he stay long? Because now he's over in Brooke's chat modding, telling her to get off the line, shut it down. And the other dude, Dana, who is alleged to have had intimate relationship, excuse me, intimate relationships with Brooke as well. He's also a mod on Brooke's channel, and he was telling her as well to get down. Now here is about this mod situation. So that was the argument number one. Brooke after Brooke finished her live, she did shut it down, and then what she said at was it that live? I don't know. We're gonna keep going. Okay, I'm gonna bring up some points of things Brooke said, but I found it weird that one of the arguments that Ness had about Brooke was that Brooke had Beasley and his molding foot on her channel, and she also had GX on her panel. Brooke, who's over there crying about no loyalty. And what were they talking about? They were talking about Ness's parenting. So after Brooke had dropped off of Ness's show, Brooke was like, you had my ops on your show. They're talking about what a bad parent I was. I would never do that. So there seems to be some bubbling tension that Ness was feeling inside about Brooke allowing Beasley and GX on her panel the week before. But this is the strange thing. So they were on her channel the week before and they were dogging Ness's parenting out. And Malik is a mod over there, so surely he may have been there. Well, we know Brooke was there because she was one of the three persons there. It was Brooke, it was GX, and it was Beasley. It was her chat, of course. It wasn't a lot of people there. So maybe Malik would have been there. I say under 10 people may have been there to hear this. But how is it that after that event, suddenly Malik gets a mod stick over at GX's? Because when he went over to GX's, he was made a mod sometime after that. So understand that Malik came up on Ness's channel. Now we know that MBK was ZX's do boy in the past, who would sit up and set up plays in the past. So I'm wondering, was this a play set up too? Because why is Malik running over to GX's instead of someone in the B sector? And it's a rumor that it was a play on Brooks and Malik part because they're still together, they're still married. It is also said that Brooke came to Malik and asked him, would it be okay? This is a rumor. Now, this is what I have in writing. Okay, so apparently they're not separated. It was supposed to be a favor for Ness's channel. He's making threats over there to Peels. So I didn't get the threats over there to Peels. I may not have all the recordings, but I was reading two clips from what he did say to Peels. I didn't get to the threats. So that's what happened, and this is the reason it happened. So they're saying that Brooke went to Malik and asked him would it be okay if she asked him if it would be okay if she did this dating game, and it was just a game, and it's just to help Ness's channel, and of course she thought it was gonna help her channel as well, because unless she's a dumb, well, I don't know, she is, but she did it under the guise of helping Ness's channel, it's said. But I'm thinking she did it under the guise to help her channel as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you'd make setting up a play allegedly with your alleged husband, and then to do a dating game show. Okay, it's supposed to be all fun and games, just like Big Sexy set up a dating game. Don't forget that Big Sexy set up a dating game, and she wanted to find love, and who is Big Sexy? Big Sexy, she wanted to find love, but all of a sudden, no. It was just a game when nobody showed up to compete but Shakim and who else? Of course, Brooks Man. Brooks Man showed up to vie for Big Sexy. And once he got there and he realized that, shoot, hey, I may be picked because Shakim is a clown and I'm the only real person here. And then, so he started with the questions and he said the first date he would take Big Sexy is to the gym. And then she got insulted ever since. And then, unfortunately for us, the audience, this motherfucker, was so insulted. She wanted to show how sexy she was, and we had to see her walking around in a pair of short shorts afterwards, talking about what a bad bitch Peels had missed out on. So anyway, back to the Brooke story. Back to the Brooke story. I digressed a little bit. So we got Peels over there. Wrong Peels picture. He ain't crying yet. So we got Peels over there, and Brooke. So Malik is hearing his alleged wife talk about this Vegas trip, and I talk about how she gonna be booed up, and talking about, ooh, I'm gonna have my legs in the air in a V, and all of this talk. So of course, any human being who's been in a 16-year relationship and who's such a simp and has, followed all these kept secrets and just can't simply say there ain't no motherfucking baby, she lied. So there's a little simp there, but I can't speak for Brooke. You gotta ask Brooke that. I'm from Baltimore, I'm a street nigga. No, ain't no street nigga let no woman run over him like that. Street niggas don't do that. Street niggas want respect. So you must be oh my god. I cannot imagine you in the streets getting done over, getting suckered, getting robbed, getting all that. A street nigga, you must oh my god. When you say a street nigga, you must mean you used to be homeless and living on the street, nigga, because you ain't no street nigga like I know a street nigga. Ain't no street nigga going for no shit like that. You got to be motherfucking kidding me, Malik. The fuck out of here. Oh, I digressed again. I'm sorry. So, shit. So Malik is a bad street nigga. He won't tell Brooke, cut the games. No, you ain't going on no dating game with no other nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, bitch? Are you crazy? Or maybe he shouldn't have called her a bitch. I just called her a bitch. I'm sorry. I was speaking in his voice in my thoughts. Excuse me. So, okay, after that, where does Brooke go? She finishes her live and says, "Well, maybe Malik is mad." And they were over in Brooke's chat telling her, they're saying that Malik said there's no baby and the baby don't exist. This is what people are telling her in the chat. I didn't hear Malik say that, but that's what they're telling Brooke in the chat. And then she was like, "Fuck him." And before she ends the live, she goes, "Maybe it's not no baby because it ain't his." Okay, so this baby who she said who looked just like her daddy Malik, she looked just like Malik. She looked just like him. Now all of a sudden, Malik isn't the daddy. Okay, so Brooke is such a liar. Brooke is, oh my God, it is just horrible, such a horrible lie. So where did she go after all of this trauma, crying, and everything? And then let's not forget, Ness is on her channel, and then they tell Ness that Brooke is over there crying. Oh, she's so mad she's crying. And then who starts to cry as well? No, but none other than Ness. I don't know if either of these bitches had any tears, but it was vying for who could be the most hurt over this fake ass friendship with these two fake ass motherfucker who love to pull stunts and games. So, okay, so Brooke gets over her tears, accuses Malik of not being the father of her child, and once again she goes where? Back over to Ness's, where the argument continues, and there's no resolution, and they curse each other out, and Brooke, it seems like the argument was kind of like a finalization of their friendship. So then Brooke goes live again and she's crying. She's leaving YouTube, all of this shit. She's sick of you motherfucking hoes and all of this, that, and the other. So then she ends her live and says, she's going to close down her channel. And then we get this message from Brooke on her community wall. "Y'all won. I'm done. Goodbye. YouTube." Let me see this shit. I refuse. I can't even see it. Let me see how I can make this bigger. Okay, hold on 1 second. It's so small. Okay. "I refuse to continue allow myself to get hurt by people who I care about and is loyal to and is loyal to. I don't care to seek revenge or retaliation because I'm not willing to tank my integrity. Wherever you guys want to Whatever you guys want to believe about me, believe it. I can't afford to lose my mental over bullshit, lames, unfit mothers, and the weak bitches plotting on taking me down. You with you you weak bitches out here plotting to take Brooke down really need to sit down somewhere. It must be a gaggle of you guys trying to take poor little Brooke down. You weak bitches. Okay, let me continue. Okay, plotting to take me down. Y'all don't have to worry anymore because I'm done. I am truly sorry to my real and genuine supporters, but I gotta go. With that being said, I will delete my channels within the next few days to download my content and just to be sure it's real. 3 days? What content is on your channel that is going to take you 3 days to download, heifer? Like I said the first time, you can download your whole motherfucking channels, all of them, the ones that were deleted and everything, in 45 minutes. It ain't gonna take you long to download that weak ass, short ass, bullshit ass girl. Why do you even want it? I'd be embarrassed. Just serve pro that shit like it never even happened, bitch, and start afresh. You was fucking supporting R. Kelly. You was an Kelly supporter. You gonna download all them videos that you made about supporting R. Kelly and overlooking what he did, closing your eyes to the things that he did. Okay, so there's that. Okay, this was and all that stealing you did and plotting and planning about all these fake ass raffles and then stealing the gifts that were given to you for the raffle and then showing up in the video wearing the shit that people gave you for the raffle as if look at my new shirt, look at my grill, look at my nails and all this dumb shit you dumb bitch. Okay, anyway, I digress. Okay, this was bittersweet. This was a bittersweet run on social media for me. Again, thank you to all of my supporters. I truly love y'all, and I will miss each and every one of you. Oh, on this note, I'm out. Signing off. Brooke Valentine University. So she left that on her community wall after the second argument, and then so she's gone. She says she's gonna delete her page in a couple of days, and you guys will have to deal with the repercussions of not having Brooke Valentine University around the YouTube streets anymore. But wait, there's more. Maybe Brooke Valentine isn't gone after all. Now she comes back 2 days later. I didn't see her. No, one day later. I didn't see her in the panel. I believe this is yesterday. And then says this is all capitals. She's mad now. She's yelling. Don't you got to understand right now. She's mad at you and she's yelling and she's peeling that top lip back as she write this, and you can finally see them moldy ass, fucked up ass teeth because she don't give a fuck. She is very, very angry. So she is telling you guys this is sick. Uh, can y'all people stop saying I don't have a daughter? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. When people say I don't have a daughter. If I have a daughter, I'd be like, I do have a daughter. And everything happens for a reason. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. But before she leaves, she had to come back to tell y'all to stop saying that she ain't got no baby. But before I leave, I would tell my own damn story. But I thought you were already gone. So before she leaves, she gonna tell her own damn story. So is this gonna be another one of those? Well, when you gonna tell your story? Well, when you gonna drop the receipts like the Miss O has done? Like she gonna drop the receipts, and we still ain't got them. Any more letters come? Did any more letters come about this demons? Oh, I'm gonna drop the receipts. So now we got a second one because she see that the beef sector trying to play dumb and act like these hoes ain't out here trying to trick off and on these fake ass storylines, just like demons. Oh, now here we got another bitch talking about I'ma come out and tell my own story before I leave. But heifer, you already said you gone. You signed off. So who you think? You think somebody gonna wait? Oh, wait a minute. We gotta hear Brooke's story about this baby. We gotta hear Brooke's story about this baby. When a week after not even a week after she had this alleged baby, she sat on a motherfucking live for over 4 or 5 hours. She sat up on live. Bitch, it's a wonder the stitches in your coochie didn't motherfucking come loose as long as you was in that live after having a brand new baby with your 45-year-old ass. That's a generic pregnancy. You think a bitch sitting up on live for 4 or 5 hours when she got a newborn? But no, she had no problems with it. You ain't never heard a cuckoo, a burp, a fart, a grunt, a cry, or nothing from a baby, a brand new baby through their toddler years. You ain't heard no toys rattling. You ain't heard shit. You ain't seen no baby seat in no car. But oh, wait a minute. I digress. But she's mad. Okay, let me finish this letter. Okay, before I leave, I would tell my own damn story. Stop running shit up with the lies and your theory of what the heck is going on in my life. I always told y'all I have 5 living, breathing children, 4 boys and 1 girl. But Malik said he has 5 boys, and I'm aware that allegedly she has a son that lives with her. I'm aware that she says she has another son. Now, where all the other 2 sons? I think she's claiming sons that Malik had in an outside relationship. But if she got 4 boys and 1 girl, and he said he has 5 boys, why isn't she claiming the 5th boy that he has? She's only claiming 2 of his other children. So why isn't she claiming all 5 of Malik's children? So we are clear to understand that the child at home is not Malik's, or the oldest child is not Malik's. And now you know what she's saying. If we are to believe what she said when she was angry, the reason Malik doesn't say anything about the baby is because that's not his either. So all of Brooke's child in the 16-year relationship were birthed by other men. Is that crazy or not? So there are rumors that she was actually selling her ass on Backpage, and with this kind of record, she's worse than uppity. But she's not worse than uppity. At least she got a home out of the deal. But that's kind of suspect too, because there are allegations about other things. I'm not going to talk about that because it was like too doxy for me, but it was unnecessary to bring up in this subject. But shit, maybe you ought to take some notes for uppity back before you try to continue to be an upclass bitch, because you seem like you just as bad as uppity in this motherfucker. Okay, so let me finish. I ain't even finished that letter. Okay, 4 children, 4 boys, and 5 children. 4 boys and 1 girl. Lastly, because someone says they don't have a daughter does not mean that I don't have a daughter. She exists and I prove it shortly. I think she meant I will prove it shortly. She exists and I prove it shortly. Okay, people. Okay, B sector. Now, we have heard unsubstantiated reports from the Miss Oogly, and we are still waiting on these alleged receipts she gonna drop maybe tonight. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I got to get them cleared through the FBI because I got we ain't heard a goddamn peep about these motherfucking receipts. So now here we go. We got another one. We got this one with this baby, this alleged baby, and she will prove it shortly. When exactly is shortly? Is shortly on the calendar? Is what time zone is shortly in? Because I don't want to miss this baby being revealed shortly from a bitch who has already left YouTube. Bitch, if you left YouTube, why you even gotta fucking try to prove anything to YouTube? Because you gone, ho. What the fuck is bullshit? That's what it is. It's bullshit. You done said something real big and bad. You think people gonna let that fire? No, beef sector is built on receipts. You motherfucking hoes forgot that because y'all fucking with these weak bitches who let y'all sit up and lie and say anything, and then they substantiate the lie when they cool with you, but then when they fall out with you, well, I didn't see her, I saw that picture of the baby, but it could have been any baby because she wasn't in any pictures of them. I was cooking my sound bites hot dogs at the time the pictures came through, but no, I didn't see no hospital bracelet. But when you were cool with her, I seen Brooke's baby. She looked at the baby, and I don't know what y'all talking about. Her baby looked like one of my sound bites when she was that age. These motherfucking lying bitches, y'all so much under these motherfucking lion holes that make the beef sector a motherfucking laugh stock because you bitches are so dumb, weak, and hungry and motherfucking scandalous and hateful that you want to sit up and entertain bullshit and instead of getting to some real shit because you ain't no real bitches. You some fake ass hoes. You some weak ass. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't want to go. You some weak ass bitches. That's all I gotta say. Okay. She's gonna reveal them shortly. Try to enjoy the rest of Has weekend without being with the rest of Has. I think she meant the weekend without being invested in mine. Bye, fans. See y'all soon. See ya soon, bitch. I thought you was leaving. This is after this letter was said, on that note, I'm out, signing off. But now you come back with a motherfucking note saying, see you soon, and I will prove my baby later. So we are to a wait on Big Back Brooke. big back dark skin Brooke. I think this is the reason why she's really mad. I think she's mad because I showed that she's not a light skinned Brooke. I think she's mad about that. Now we got Peels. So what is Peels up to? Now he's in a dilemma. He got big old bad Malik over there saying, "Oh, I heard you said something about me. And if you said something about me, if I ever hear a word, then it is on and popping." So he got Malik over there on ZX channel letting him know it's gonna be on and popping. He done sit up there and made Peels choke on his blunt and his Kentucky Fried Chicken and shit. He thought he was gonna be on Ness's channel and be bullshitting and lying like they always do every other day. But then he got caught with the boomerang. And then so the next day, Peels go on GX's channel and the nigga is crying. This nigga is crying on GX's channel from somebody he ain't never met, from the promise of pussy that he was gonna get from a lion bitch. He was on GX's channel crying, taking advice from the man who just tried to interview the motherfucking husband, who's the man who has the husband as a mod. But you're over there crying on his channel. What the fuck is going on in the B sector? This nigga was over there crying to GX as GX is giving him strong advice how to be a strong man. You know, GX, the same one who made a whole video entitled to Malik and Brooke and how they can fix this mess they find themselves in. So, okay. So all that was the saga of Brooke and Malik. Let me see whatever else okay. Okay. Okay, so also now I also saw a good live. That's it right now. And for they've been keeping a low profile. I have seen Ness, but she was talking about other things on Lemon's channel. I have not seen Ness come back out since that live went awry. Well, no, I did. She did come back out, but she really wasn't talking about that. She said, "How did Brooke say that I am not loyal to her when I didn't let him up on my panel?" So that's where that saga ends. Peels is in tears. Malik is angry, like we didn't know he would be angry, but oh, there's that. Okay, so on Very Carey's channel, if somebody can, is that Very Carey's channel. If you like to hear William Carruthers and Talent go at it, Very Carey's channel also reviewed what happened this weekend. She had several people hit the panel, and it was a lot of analyzing and opinions about jokes and fun on Very Carey's channel yesterday about this situation. And then William Carruthers is up there, and then Big Man TV, William Carruthers. Who else was it? Big Man TV, William Carruthers. It was four dudes up there, and oh god, I can't. Oh, who all was up there? Very Carey. It was four dudes up there. And then here comes Talent, and he really got he really got under their skin. Okay, I don't. Hey, Alfreda Gross. It was a good panel. Yes, if you guys can drop Very Carey's show from yesterday, and it was really good. Okay, let me see what you say. Pierce was crying because he saw his social media. Wait a minute, because he saw his social media interest leaving when Brooke left him. Yeah, that was his content. Okay, so yeah, he was on there crying to the same man who is modding for him. I it's just crazy, So how the hell can ZX give relationship advice and he has no girlfriend? What the fuck? Okay, y'all crying, laughing. The link is pinned. If I got any of that wrong, somebody please come up and correct me if I missed anything. Okay. Now, watch It'll Be a Child from a Miscarriage. Thank you for reminding me about that. Because Dovie Milton, where was she at? Dovey Milton was on Very Carey's. Yes, you guys got to watch that show from Very Carey's yesterday. Dovey Milton was on Very Carey's show, and Dovey Milton had a good idea because more than one people have heard the story from the twins, which said that Brooke referenced her lady parts and said there'll be ain't no baby coming out of here, and so which leads you to believe that she's no longer fertile or she can no longer get pregnant by whatever way you want to say. They said she said it with confidence that there was no more baby coming out of there. So, and then she popped up later with a baby. Now, the twins have been saying this and all the time, but nobody pays them any attention because they're always drunk. And then when one get halfway through the story, the other one cuts it off and starts the story all over again in her way. And then the one who got cut off first then cut them off halfway, not at the beginning, halfway through the story. No, that ain't how it happened. It happened on my channel. No, it didn't happen like that. Yeah, you know it was on my motherfucking channel. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And then they get to arguing like, oh my God. So nobody really got the clue, but Dovey said, you know what? That girl said she wasn't nothing coming out of there a long time ago. And if you listen to her, she said somebody was sharing that they had miscarried a child. And that girl was agreeing with them that, you know, she had experienced that same trauma. So, and it was a girl. So I think she gonna come out with the bullshit and say that that even though she miscarried, she's counting that because that is one of her children. So that is a theory. But you see in this note, she said that why are you guys talking about me? I have 5 living children. So she tried to counter that, but there's no proof of life of this daughter that she had. Okay. YouTube reality versus real life. These folks are goofy. Child. Okay, so that's what's going on with Brooks. Let me see what else. Okay. A grandbaby, maybe. Yes. Okay. Okay. Brooke don't go in the hospital. Brooke, don't go in the hospital and steal a baby to prove your point. She's gonna have to go to a daycare because you know at this point the baby is and she had no birthday party for the baby, didn't talk about, oh, my baby's birthday coming out. Oh, my baby's walking. Oh, my baby, you know what my baby did? None of that. I'm not going to show nobody my baby. But surely the mother instinct in you when you're having a conversation, because you always bring any and every conversation back to you. And you know what, for me, you know what I do. And any and every conversation has to come back to you with some funky ass example that don't even fit in with the conversation. As long as you swing in the conversation back, you know what you. Okay, so let me see what else you're saying. Oh, Choreo Lovers, this Saturday the perfect pet competition. Please join the competition. Any type of pet, snake, rabbit, dog, cat, rat, fish, can join the beauty portion. If you show off your pet, show how beautiful your pet looks for a cash prize pot, winner takes all. And also the second part of that contest is a whole separate contest where we do obedience. If your dog can do if your pet can do 3 tricks of your choice, whatever tricks you want. If you taught your cat to scale the wall and rest on the ceiling, that can be one of your tricks. Any tricks you want, it's up to you. So then we have a 3-judge panel. We will score you. In the chat, we get a vote on each contestant. We will tally the scores, and the person with the highest score will win. In case of a tie, the chat will choose the winner. Okay, and it's open to any kind of pet. If you got a horse, go out there and show us your horse. If you want to show the horse doing tricks, do that. Whatever. You don't have to be on camera. It's a pet competition. All types of pets. Snake, whatever. Okay, I got that. Bish. Not hot dogs and pork and beans. Hot dog and pork and beans. Yes, indeed. Oh, I'm way behind in the chat. Okay. Okay. Now, did you guys drop Very Carey's link in the chat? I hope you did from yesterday because that was a really good panel. And then yesterday. So, a Very Carey's panel, William Carruthers and Langston get into it. Who else was on that panel? Very Carey, Langston. It was 4 men on that panel. Oh, Noble. Yes, thank you, Noble. Thank you, A View is a View. Yes, Noble was on that panel, and yeah, you got to go see it. It was really, really good. And then here come Talent up there. Well, these bozos. I don't know why you're asking these guys these questions, but I'm gonna say this. Noble's a loser. He lives with his grandmother, and he really couldn't do anything. He has to ask permission, and oh, it was good. And he came in there, and Noble got pissed off at Talent, and it was a good live. It was interesting to see and them go at it. Oh, okay, you dropped it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, it was interesting to see them go at back and forth at it, and it was really, really a good live. Hey, who is that? Sophisticated Brat. Thank you for being here, Anthony Smith. God riches at Christ's expense. Oh, Paulette and Ness felt. I didn't know they fell out on my hands. Now, okay, we're going to get to that. No more. Hey, please do not say any more about that because that is in my notes. And if you want to hit the link when I get to that story, you're more than welcome because I didn't see Mahia's, and Mahia has a no red ball. So you hear about something, if you're not there, you can't go to his channel and red ball and catch what happened. Okay, so that's it on Very Carey's channel. It was a good live yesterday. It's a long live, a good live, very entertaining, a lot of good conversation, a couple of arguments that were really, really good. And let's see, then I have A View is a View. So A View is a View had a good panel yesterday, and it wasn't good because I was on there. If I was only on there, it would have been excellent. But I had some dead weight holding me down, so I can just say it was a good panel. Okay, let me quit clowning. She had a very good panel. We had very good conversations about the dangers of AI, the future of jobs, and all this stuff. Can you guys drop A View is a View? Look at her. She's like, bitch, if you don't shut up, can you guys drop A View is a View link in the chat for her live on yesterday? It was a really, really good live, very informative about some important things that you might want to think about and know about for the future going ahead. We're going towards this election, and it's a lot of serious things on the plan book from the far right that they want to implement in the United States. And hey, if you go, you go. If you listen, you listen. It's very informative. It was very good live. It was, it was some B sector conversations in there. There was no yelling and screaming, but there was good conversation about all types of things. And View had a great live on yesterday. And then we go to Lemon. Okay, we get down to Lemon's last night. So let me see. We had some snitching. Okay, let me see. So we had some snitching. So Joanna is out of rehab. Now, if I clicked on a panel, if I clicked on a channel that was live and didn't see Joanna yesterday, I ain't clicked on no channel because Joanna ass was on every motherfucking link that I saw that had a live button yesterday. So as I'm preparing my live for today, who's on Lemon channel but Joanna? What Joanna doing? Now, Joanna said she needed a rest, because, she was a little, doing too much and all of this stuff. And, sometimes she got to go into rehab and calm down and all of this stuff. Now, I know Joanna for her works. So I also, Simply Saida, if you guys want to get into that Just Krista stuff, Just Krista was over on Simply Saida's not last night, the night before. And they said, Simply Saida, she talks and stuff. She knows the B sector well. If you guys can drop her link from not last night, the night before last, she had to get that Looney Tune Just Krista straight about some situations. Just Krista came in her room, clowning and acting arrogant, and also really trying to insult the host. So she came in the room like she owned the motherfucking place, like it was hers, and she got quickly shown the door. And she was talking about this landlord dude. They were on Big Six's channel, and she was talking about this dude, and she also landlord's alleged real girlfriend, I think her name is Maya, was on the link. And Krista was like really unbothered. She was like, yeah, I got his number. Yeah, he's gonna come to see me after he comes to see you. It's no problem. I wake him up for in the morning to go to work, and I'm the one who put him to bed at night, and I'm not gonna tell you how. And then this dumb bitch goes over on her channel and starts to play escape. You're my little secret. So Krista, after she visited Big Sexy channel, she goes over and plays You're My Little Secret on her channel. I just heard about it. I clicked on it to verify it, and then I clicked directly off. So I don't know what content or commentary she had, but then she goes on Simply Saida's with this same old funky little attitude, and Simply Saida had to really put the bitch in check. She was like, bitch, who do you think you are? Don't come over here with your bullshit. You think you some motherfucking Alice in Wonderland or some shit. Bitch, go drown in your motherfucking, take your walker with you and walk off a short pier. So that was she got her butt handed to her on Simply Saida's channel, and then Simply Saida dropped her down. Okay. So now we know. Now we're wondering what's going to happen. Oh, let me finish with Joanna. Okay, so Joanna's over there on Lemon's channel, and then she is over there talking, squilling on Shakimi like we give a fuck. But so you're saying Shakimi's not B sector, but you're over there in the Mode 3 sector, coming back to the Lemon is allegedly beef sector, but Lemon came from Avatar Nation. So, but he says he's beef sector, but he's been around a long time. But you're talking about Shakimi. So you go back over, you go to the Lemon's channel with your good snitching ass. Now we know Joanna never, ever gets a story right. And Joanna came over there and she told Lemon, I was studying this for 45 minutes. I was over at Broadway's, and you know what Shakimi did? He did the same thing he did to you. And he told, somebody wanted him to hit the panel to answer a question or something, and he told them, you're going to have to pay me to hit your link. And he said, that's how we do it over in the beef sector. He's claiming to be beef sector. Well, Joanna, why do you care? You Kanika Jenkins sector. So why you over here snitching on a motherfucker who ain't in our sector and we don't give a fuck about? But you sitting over here talking about him, making him content. Okay, so that's what Joanna's doing. And then come to find out. Oh, let's also talk about last night. I got the final catch. Now, there was a thing that said Ness and Paulette fell out. Why would Ness and Paulette fall out? You guys may not know. Okay, so ZX, during Lemon's live last night, he put a video, he put a set up a live, and the live was supposed to be Ness's uh Ness's tape, secret tape of her turning a trick with somebody. So he said once he got 200 people in the chat, of course Lemon was live. He had went to Lemon's, and he got off and said, oh wait a minute, I have something real important to do. And the title was Breaking News, Ness's X tape with some guy. So Ness came on Lemon's channel, and she was like, he's crazy. I don't have no tape like that. I don't have no tape like that. And then later on, I heard Miss Paulette took her ass over to the Mo 3 section and said, I saw it. That show is Ness. Yep, that's Ness. Ooh, child. And you know what? I saw that tape, and that man, he had his hands all over her body. Now, Paulette is good to talk under people's clothes. Let's be real. Let's talk about Miss Paulette. They said Miss Paulette was so explained that video so well that she had all them dicks in the Mo 3 sector skeeting on their screen. Because Miss Paulette is a dirty ass bitch. Miss Paulette is a nasty ass bitch that tell nasty stories. I bet you when Miss Paulette was typing what went on in on that ZX live that he deleted, he put it up and played it and deleted it. I bet you Miss Paulette's fingers was sticky. Probably had all that long gray pussy hair entwined in her finger because she just got off of playing on with herself and then came in there and was telling the story all seductive and detailed. And you can't believe that. Yeah, that was her. That was sure was her. I saw it, ZX, and let me tell you, that was her. So I don't know what happened. Somebody hit the link if you know exactly what happened over there, but this is the news that I got. We had a lot going on this weekend. So what else? Let's talk about ZX's tape. Now, this is the final thing that I'm going to talk about. So, ZX comes out with a tape, and he says that he has a tape of Ness performing explicit intercourse, should I say, with a paid guest. Okay, so this is what the premise of this tape is. And you know what the dumb nigga does? He porn bombed himself. Well, he's do all this talking in the beginning and show, I have this tape, and once I get 200 people in here, I'm gonna start playing it. And this goes on for I don't know how long because it went on. I got there late when I heard about it, and he still went on 10 minutes with the somebody come back up. He still went on. You fell off, come back up. He still went on with the torture of what this tape is. And it's Ness when she was out there, doing her thing for pay. And child, I'm gonna wait a minute, let me show y'all some shots. I gotta make sure, ain't no bits showing and stuff. Now, so then he proceeds to show us this. Okay, no comments on the screen. Here is what he showed us. And he was going through him shot by shot and stopping it. It was a video, and he would stop it at a part that didn't have any explicit bits in it. But the dummy sat up there and porn bombed himself because he let it go to the very end and the video turned off. And what popped up? You know how those little boxes of you may want to watch this? Now, this is the interesting thing. Didn't get to screenshot that, but the things that popped up that you may like, since you like this, you may like this too. Now, what popped up? We saw titties, we saw penises going into back doors. We saw sword fights. We saw all of these things recommended to this man who just showed us this tape. So usually they recommend things that are in the same rail of vein of what you just watched. So I'm curious as to why when he p-bombed himself, the suggested things to watch next were of a backdoor nature, should we say, a pink door. We're gonna call it, they were pink door in nature, because that is what we call this backdoor stuff in the beef sector. Because don't forget that Sean Bradley is coined this the pink door for a reason. So all of those videos were regarding some type of pink door activity suggested after this thing that he showed of Ness. So let's see where he caught Ness. So we're going to look at a couple of screenshots that are salacious and they're pretty scandalous. Okay, so let's look at what he discovered. Okay, he said this is Ness. This is Ness right here. And Ness is in a hotel room. Wait a minute, let me give you a better picture. Yes, this is her too. This is allegedly Ness, according to GX, who porn bound himself with backdoor porn to show us these pictures. Okay, allegedly, this is Ness too. Why is Ness here? Wait a minute, let me see. Oh, I don't have that. God dang it. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm coming. Just a second. Just 1 second. Because I have to get a very important screenshot and put it up here. I'm coming. Wait on me. So why are we seeing these pictures? And he is swearing that this is Ness, and he wants to show you that Ness was a hooker, and I got the tape. Okay, it's one important one that I don't have on here for you that I must put on here for you. Okay, I think let me put this one up here. Okay, okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. 1 second. Oh, oh well. Ain't nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, here's the picture. Now, why are they suggesting this picture to ZX is what I want to know. I mean, this video to ZX. The person in the back, you fell off. Come back again. Okay. Oh, I can't get it. Oh my god. Let me try it one more time. Oh, I hate when this does that. Oh well, I can't get to the picture, but the name, I wanted to get the picture. Oh, that's why I couldn't do it. Hold on, I got it. Hold on, I was trying to add it in the wrong place. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So why is that going on like that? Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let's see what they are suggesting to him. Okay, this is another picture. Now, okay, look at the legs on that lady in the picture. So this is allegedly Ness and the guy in the room, and this is one of the shots that he froze on that is supposed to be Ness. Okay, so this last picture actually shows what I really want you to see. So here we go. God dang it. Let me see. Let me see if I can see it on the screen, on your screen. I can't see the StreamYard stuff is covering up what I really want to see. Anyway, the name of the picture was I Just F in the back door during my lunch break. It's cut off by StreamYard. So this is what the content, the title of the movie is that I just effed in the back door for either dinner or lunch. I think for dinner. So now we see the legs of the picture. So this is another reason why ZX is not a good person to do content in the B sector. So he put this out, and he said that this is Ness, and he has proof. And then Miss Paulette, ooh, I saw it. That show is Ness. Hey, you can't tell me nothing. Okay, person in the back, please come over and tell me exactly what happened. So, first of all, if you're in the beef sector, everybody knows that Ness legs look like this. So there is no question that whoever that lady was in that picture that ZX put out is not Ness. I mean, any little simple eye could see that no, this is not Ness. So I don't understand why anybody's arguing with it. It doesn't look like her in the face. It doesn't look like Ness at all. Even though this young lady have teeth that are stacked like a staircase that goes to the middle of her mouth, it's not Ness. I mean, I don't know what he thought. Even though she got a mouth that doesn't close properly, her lump on her lip, it seems to be on the bottom, not on the top. It's on the same side, but she has a lumpy lip on the bottom. So ZX went through all that trouble to put out this fake video porn bomb himself to say that this is Ness when everybody in the beef sector knows for a fact that Ness's legs are shaped like a K. Everybody in the beef sector knows this is Ness. Ness does not stand like that. That could never be Ness. Look at those legs. Those legs unclothed would be like this. So he went through all of that trouble. Paulette goes over there and gets to a fight and ends her relationship with Ness, and for what? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. So then we have what else we have? Is that all we have? Da 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 da. Okay, we got Paulette snitching. We got Joanna telling the wrong story. I don't know. It could be right. It could be wrong. I'm not sure. But let me see. I am so behind. So that's all that I have. The link is pinned. Not Circle K. Oh, Special K. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I thought they were cool. How about the hair? I mean, Ness wears wigs, so her hair could be any type of way at any time. I cannot. I am hollering. Okay. Ooh, damn. So Paulette was arguing that it was Ness in the video. Yes, she was. She went, and now I didn't know Ness had gone over there too, and they fell out because Paulette is relentless in her bullshit and lies. Paulette is kind of like Joanna to me. She's like Joanna is like a senior citizen in thought process, but they are both. They would tell a story and they would stick to it. And they asked Joanna one question. I was over there for 45 minutes and I studied it. And I came back and I wanted to tell you. And they asked her one question off of the topic of the things that she wanted to bring back. And she said, "Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't. Well, did Shaquem say that he was representing the B sector because somebody told him they're now beefs? I don't know. I can't remember how he got to that point. So Joanna can't remember shit. Always getting story long. Paulette thinks she know everything. Always getting the story wrong. Always slanted in her thinking. Always has an agenda, and yeah. So that's what happened with that. Now, what else? Just one more thing. Okay, so after this Bree and Peels thing falls apart, then we have after this Ness, no, Brooke and Peels thing falls apart. So okay, let me make sure I got everything. So here's my final question: what do you guys think is going to happen with this Vegas trip? Because we've been waiting for, hey, CEO boss lady, hey, Humbry, hey, the hood table. So, what is going to happen with this Las Vegas trip? It seemed like we were on plan to have this Vegas trip. Everybody was even sick of talking about the Vegas trip because it's in August and we just started June. So, they were talking about it for 5 hours, 6 hour lives, talking about and planning hotel rooms and doing all this rigmarole, this simple ass booking of rooms and this, that, and the other, and about a goddamn trip to Las Vegas, like they going to Paris, like they going to the south of France, and all this type of stuff. So I digress. So what is going to happen to the Vegas trip? Now we know that we've had Vegas Gate, and this is cooking up to be a Vegas Gate 2. They couldn't even wait till they got to Vegas to have a knockdown, drag out fight. So with this going on, I'm sure the cast of characters will change about who's going to Vegas. So I think it's my opinion, after these dummies get out of Vegas, if they ever get out of Vegas, if some of them don't wind up arrested in Arizona, and they better be careful, because if you get arrested, Nevada, I mean, if you get arrested in Nevada and you go to that prison, that tent city prison, you got hell to pay. So, some people are put in that prison, because they say they don't have room in the regular jails. And of course, there are always black and brown people out in the tented area. But, and the sheriff the sheriff who set that whole system up to make people suffer in the desert. Nevada is a desert. So maybe you'll get locked up there because you guys are real dummies. So you guys had a knockdown, drag out fight. Fuck Vegas, you fuck Vegas, da 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 da. So is Vegas going to end up looking like this after Vegas Gate 2.0, the new alleged quote unquote new beef sector get done with Vegas? I know that the same people will not be going. I know there is going to be a big rotation, and the people who's going. What is that? Okay. Hold on. So okay, so we got Malik and Brooke. They're mad at each other because Brooke was out here showing her big back and talking about how she was gonna have her legs spread, and then Malik put his foot down and this tried to come up to snitch, and she knew he was coming up to snitch, and she was like, "You're not gonna tell these motherfuckers I can't bite no apple." So Ness missed the story about it, and she wouldn't. She was a friend to Brooke. She wouldn't let him up. And then she wound up regretting it when she found out that he went over to ZX, and she found out that she is no reporter. She let the story go. They argued with dark skinned Brooke. They argued with she argued with dark skinned Brooke. Brooke said she was leaving, and then she came back to say, "But wait a minute, I'm gonna prove I got a baby." She never said when, and she stormed out of the beef sector mad. Okay, so now where is Peels? Peels, the last we saw Peels, he was on ZX's channel crying because Peels thought that, hey, I'm gonna meet my new love in Vegas. Peels is short for Pillsbury. So he was like, I'm gonna meet my new love in Vegas. And then he found out, what? What? She's still with that nigga? What? What? And he didn't know whether to talk mad about him or do what. But then in the meantime, Big Sexy, said that, he really wanted me. And he really didn't want no Brooke. He really wanted to come to Florida and meet up with me. And Pierce was like, bitch, what? So Pierce was like, no, bitch. That's why I said the first date needed to be in the gym. So Big Sexy is over there trying to convince everybody that Pills didn't want Brooke in the first place. She had her first bite at Pills, and Pills said the first date he'd go to the gym with her. And Pills said nothing that was showed any interest in her. But now she's trying to say that Pills was interested in her, Big Sexy. Now she wants to say that Pills wanted to get his belly under that belly. So then, you know what she did to try to, smooth Pills in? What she did was she sat up there and said, you know what? I'm going to sit down and make him a pound cake. And I know that's going to win the men's over. And Pills was like, ain't no dough thick enough in this country to make me come to you. So that's what we had going on with that. Big Sexy said that Pills really wants her. So let's see, make sure I got everything. What is this? Oh, that's those last two pictures. Okay, I did that. I did. I did. I think that's all that's on my agenda today. Okay, about this beef sector shit. If anybody want to hit the link and tell me something that I may have missed, you're more than welcome to come over and hit the link. Okay, the link is pinned. Yes, that's all I got on this. Okay. So, in other news, in real news, I told you about the airman. I told you about the airman Roger Forson, who was unalived by a police officer that knocked on his door from a complaint from the management who told them that there was some type of domestic situation going on in his apartment number. The police officer came to the door. He knocked. He stood away from the door, did not identify himself on the first knock. He knocked and moved to the side of the door. So if you're looking at the peephole, you didn't see anybody. Then he stepped to the other side of the door and he knocked again, and then you can hear something faint, but you can't hear what he's saying come from the inside of the door. And then he knocks and says, "Sheriff office, open the door." So when the young man opened the door, he had his gun, his registered gun in his hand, pointed toward the ground, and his in his right hand, and in his left hand he had it up in the position like a stop sign, like stop position, up like everything's cool, like hold on a minute. And then he got fired upon 6 times in the chest. So the first statement that came out about from the police office was the initial report provided with the Okaloosa County Sheriff Office claimed the deputy acted out of defense because Forson was armed with a gun. The Okaloosa County Sheriff Office also said that the deputy opened fire only after he identified himself as law enforcement. So he identified himself, but just okay. Let's continue. Before some family suggested in a statement afterwards, after watching the body cam video of the shooting, that those claims were not entirely true. In the 4.5 minute heavily redacted video, it is very troubling that the deputy gave no verbal commands and shot multiple times within a split second of the door being opened, killing Roger Forson, the family said in a statement shared with News One. Despite the redactions, the video has provided some answer, but it also raised even more troubling questions as the officer didn't tell Roger to drop the weapon before shooting. It was the officer before the shooting. Was the officer trained to give verbal warnings? Did the officer try to initiate life-saving measures? Was the officer trained to deal with law-abiding citizens who are registered gun owners? So they said that he protected. The sheriff office said that what he did was in protection of his own life. Now, after their initial investigation with the what is it? I forget what bureau it is. Now they come out and they have fired this same officer. There could okay, so this is one of the statements. There could also be additional scrutiny of this shooting because the Okaloosa sheriff is the same department that employed a cop who in November infamously shot at an unarmed handcuffed black man after mistaking the sound of a falling acorn for a gunshot. Now he had did a traffic stop. He made an arrest, a traffic stop. He made an arrest for something else. His girlfriend was still in their car. He put the guy in the back seat of the police car in handcuffs. So you are supposed to you're supposed to search the person before you put them in your police car. So then an acorn falls on the hood of his car, and he says that he thought that it was somebody. He thought that the suspect that he put in the car was shooting at him. The suspect who was in handcuffs, who he has to search before. He thought that the acorn hitting the car was the suspect shooting at him. And that motherfucker let off so many rounds. Now, this man is in the back seat. He can't even put his hands up to protect his head. His girlfriend wasn't suspecting it. She's sitting in her car. Everybody on the block. This is in like a okay, I'll show you. I'm gonna show you a video. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me show you what else they have to say about the airman being gunned down by this idiot. This isn't the same man, but this is the same department. Okay, did I show you? Okay, no. So let's realize that this is the airman who was killed. When they first talked about him, they said that he was defending himself against a man with a gun. Now they did no accolades of him being a what is it? I forget his position. Serviceman. They gave none of his background. He is a. I'll find it. Okay, this is okay because they just want to muddle it up with him being a black man. There could also be additional scrutiny of the shooting because the Oklahoma. Oh, I already said that. I already read that. Let me see one more. Let me read the final one. Did I do this one? Okay, that's when they said it was illegal. Oh, that's about the acorn. Okay. So then they go into his personal background. Okay, da 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 da. Okay, and the guy with the acorn who shot up the car, he was allowed to resign during the investigation gracefully. So that means with he probably still has his police certification. Okay, so let me see one more. Okay, now about this airman. Okay. Oh God, I'm missing something. Shit. Oh, I think I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing a page. Okay, so in their statement, if I can remember correctly, in firing this guy, they said he didn't follow their procedures. They said that they were firing him because the sheriff office in a statement said the investigation found that Mr. Forson did not make any hostile attacking movements, and therefore the former deputy use of deadly force was not objective objectively reasonable. The tragic incident should have never occurred, Aiden said in a statement. The objective facts do not support the use of deadly force as an appropriate response to Mr. Forsome action. Mr. Forsome did not commit any crime. By all accounts, he was an exceptional airman and individual. So now, this family has hired Benjamin Crump, and before the funeral, the only statement that was out was that this cop was defending himself against an attacker who had a gun, and they wanted his reputation repaired. That was one of the things that the family had demand, and so they put out this letter trying to repair this young man's reputation that they sullied in the mud after his death in his own house, rightfully owning a gun. That they always preach about the Second Amendment and your rights to carry, and they are making laws in Florida. This was in Florida, making it easy to get one without even having to have a permit and all this type of shit. But then when a cop see you, he said he was scared for his life. There's a report that one cop arrived on the scene. He saw this dude punch the wall and said, "Oh F, I made a mistake," and all of this type of stuff. And he they say they fired him, they fire a lot of cops, and then sometimes they wait a year or a year and a half, and you know what happened? They rehire him. The union gets them rehired, and they usually are hush with that. There's no charges pending as of yet. But the investigation is ongoing. Okay, um, and the culprit who did this, his name is Duran. They have released his picture, and they have released his name. So, did you guys know about that? That I think some of you, I don't know if all of you even heard about this story. Okay, let me see. I'm way behind. ZX got them picture the people to watch porn with him. How about the hair? The hair, Ness wears a wig. Okay, I'm gonna go through the comments. I know you got. I'm behind. Okay, I'm hollering. I can't. Ooh, damn. So Paulette was arguing that it was Ness. Oh, I saw these comments. You guys see how far behind I am. I am so okay. Even Stevie Wonder could tell that wasn't her. Shaking my head. So now Ness went over to ZX's and gave Paulette the what for. Paulette is she is always. They say Paulette was over there talking about. And the reason I said that thing about Paulette because they said Paulette be over there talking about how long her coochie hair is, and that she be putting her coochie hair in braids and all this type of stuff. And when those pictures came about MU, she was real explicit in talking about how her legs was gapped open, and all of that hair was from the 70s, and what you can do with all of that hair. And I was like, oh well, that kind of sounds kind of creepy how she talks about women. So she was more than happy, it sounds like, to go over there and talk real dirty and explicit about Ness as well. And that's not her. Good riches. Please join the Ronnie Q channel. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what ZX and also what Paulette is lying, arguing about. Okay, your device is not connected. Okay, and please don't do certain things up here. I'd appreciate that. Okay, Miss Toby,
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
Um,
What's going on?
okay, first of all, I'm gonna be messy, but first of all, let me not be messy first. I'm gonna be messy second, but let me just say this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. Let's check the back chat. Excuse me.
Oh, I don't even know what. No, I don't even know.
Okay.
Oh,
What you gonna be messy about, Miss Paulette?
yeah, I was going to be messy about that. But first of all, I was just going to say this. Yeah, it's a chance that just because they fired that man, he may not get charged with anything. The police officer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, they move to another county or another city and become a police officer
Right
and get
next door.
yeah, right next door and get rehired. Also, I wanted to ask you, did you hear
They have to
about
they have
huh?
they have to take their police certification. If you hear that they take their certification, firing doesn't mean anything unless they take their police certification. If they still are certified, they can get a job wherever. Now, did I hear about what?
Did you hear about I don't know what airline it was, but about the
American.
bro okay.
American. Yeah,
You heard
I reported about that on my last show. Go ahead. Talk about it.
and and the brothers didn't even know each other and they told them they had to leave because they had an odor with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
they said and
they
apparently they said someone that worked there said, yeah, it was racist.
the flight attendant was the one who said they all had a bad smell. They did not ride together. They weren't sitting together. They didn't know each other. So he went through a plane that had 8 black men on there with dreadlocks, afro, and then he said they had offensive odor on them. They went to the jet bridge. They kept the plane there as well to try to book them another flight. Well, will they not have an odor on the next flight? Why are you letting them fly any plane if it was bad enough to get picked? They give these flight attendants too much authority. I understand that the safety thing, but to be just kicking people off of the airline since 9/11, these flight attendants are them flight attendants ain't shit. I cannot look. Sassy is lucky she got out of the flight attendant business because some flight attendants have way too much authority. They kicked these 8 black guys off the plane, and then when they got to the ticket agent, it was a black ticket agent who also had dreadlocks, and they said, "I think this is because our race," and the ticket agent agreed with them. Go ahead, Miss Toby.
Okay, so have they gotten an attorney to sue?
Yes, they are filing a suit against them. And then after all that, they done held the plane up. All these people are getting held up as well. You could be going to a funeral, to a wedding, to a very important interview. All these people have agendas and stuff, and they held them up because of some motherfucking flight attendant who wanted to make a point and be a racist ass bastard, in my opinion. Because all these people who don't know each other have no offensive smell. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So
What
they
were they
couldn't
the
get them. They
were they
couldn't
the
get them.
only were they
They
the
couldn't
only
get.
black ones on the flight?
Well, the guy said that it was only black people chosen, and he said that he felt funny having to go back into the plane after holding everybody up for over an hour and see a sea of white faces there looking at him, thinking that he is the reason that he was held up all that time. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know. I don't really know if the whole plane if they were the only black people on the whole entire airplane. If it was a small airplane, it could be possible. You know what I'm saying? It could be possible, but I'm not sure. But he said he felt uncomfortable going back in there with a sea of white faces because he already felt that it was racist against him. So that's what it is. So what else you
Oh,
what else you gonna be
Miss
messy
Ellis
with?
said, yeah, they were the only black people on the plane.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it is possible if it was like a 737, or MD-80, or yeah, even a 777. No,
I wonder if
777
the
would be
flight
it.
attendant is going to be suspended.
The flight attendant should be fired.
I
The
mean,
flight
well,
attendant,
you know how I don't know how that job work. I don't know if they could get fired up, right? I don't know if they have a union. You know how certain jobs
yeah,
are.
they definitely have a union.
So I don't
They
know
have
if
a
they
union.
would fire them or they would put them on suspension first. I don't know.
It
Oh,
depends. I think it depends. I don't know. I really don't know. But I
oh,
think
oh,
they need to be fired, and they can be fired, and then they have to go through the union and through arbitration to get rehired, and it is not like they are gonna, you know, be rehired.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me be messy. Yeah. So see, this is why every time I get a chance, I shade or I cuss the fuck out of Miss Paulette.
Mm-hmm.
This is why. Because at one point in time, when I cussed her out, somebody in the chat said, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not right. Why are you cussing her out? That's like you being a bully. How the fuck am I gonna be a bully to that old ass broad when she cuss motherfuckers out left and right
All the
all
time
the
getting the
time?
story, all the time getting the story wrong too, and just stand in it instead of saying, "Oh, I didn't know that." She never can say, "Oh, I didn't know that." "Oh, I made a mistake." "Oh, thank you for telling me." Never can say that.
I mean, I'm at the point. This is what I think, and I don't know if anybody else feel like this way. But my thing is, if she goes in other sectors talking about the beef sector and giving out, telling lies and spinning narratives, I feel like content creators in this sector shouldn't even let the bitch on the panel. Why y'all let her on the panel to talk her shit after she goes
Yeah,
somewhere else and talk about
that's
us?
That's a good point. She shouldn't be. And because I think that we don't be over there to hear all this stuff. I've gone over to Mahia's a couple of times and had to go up and correct shit that both Paulette was saying, Joanna was saying, and what's that new Eric King? Thank God he don't even come around, because he was telling the story that was so far off, so wrong, and they do that all the time. You're right. They definitely do that
I
all
mean,
the
like
time.
last week um she got on Yaya's channel because let's be sure this is what she does. When she want to come back over here to correct something, or she heard somebody say something about her, she looks for Tracy throughout the streets of YouTube. And if she can't get Tracy to spark up a live, she'll go on other people's channels to try to talk. So basically, she went on Yaya's channel last week because probably Tracy was at work or Tracy ain't sparked her motherfucking live to talk about. I heard, yeah, this somebody said that Ness or Bree might come for me. I mean, she always come over here with that talking about, I heard this about somebody said something, they was going to do something to me. After you running your mouth in the other motherfucking sectors telling lies about us.
Yeah, she's sickening. She is really sickening. And then all that just constantly just talking over you. Yeah, you may, this repeating the same thing and talking over you and all that type of stuff. Like you're a fucking, I mean, how old are you? And you sitting up here, acting like a first grader. It's just ridiculous. Now, what do you think about that Shakimi going over there saying that, oh, this is how they do it in the beef sector? What do you think about, I see you, you back up, Miss
Yeah,
Toby?
you broke up. I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
What do you think? You fell off. That's why I was like, are you
Oh,
back?
okay.
Now, what do you think about that Shakimi going over there to that Broadway guy talking about this is how the beef sector do, because somebody asked him to hit the panel and he was like, he's not hitting the panel until you hit his cash out, because that's how we do it in the beef sector, as if
Well,
he's even
I blame
in the
I,
beef sector
I
and we
blame
do not. Go ahead.
I blame some of the content creators in the beef sector that let him be on a panel and be too motherfucking comfortable.
Exactly. And they act like, oh, I can't start the show. Where is he? And all this dumb shit. Now he's over there spreading lies that's how we do
Let
it in the B
me
sector.
tell you how he ain't even motherfucking beef sucker. The other day, I was in that chat and somebody said something about Deanna. He gonna say, who's Deanna?
Who's Deanna? Who's Deanna? He don't even know who Deanna is. And then he said something kind of smart. And then he said something kind of smart about it. I can't remember what he said, but he don't even know who Deanna is. Well, I don't know that lady. Who's Deanna? I don't know that lady. I was like, oh my God.
And I
Yeah.
recall one time he tried to come in Deanna's chat and Deanna cussed him the
And
fuck
she
out and blocked him.
I blocked him. Yes, she did. She sure did. She said, I ain't with that fuck shit. You don't bring that fuck chick nigga the fuck shit over here. Yep, she sure did. I remember that.
Yeah, so that shit is crazy. Yeah, so Miss Paulette is a shit starter. So
Yeah, Joanna is right back up to it too. She's over there. Oh, this is how this started, and this happened, and blah blah blah. And
Wait a
Joanna
minute, what
always
was
gets
this?
stories
Please don't
wrong.
tell me Joanna went in another sector yesterday and was talking stuff after I had a conversation with her on Curry's platform yesterday.
No, she was in the Mo 3 sector and she was bringing stuff back from that sector that Shakim said that this is how we do it in the B sector and we charge people to if they want us up on their link. So she came back and she was snitching about that.
Oh, okay. Well, she got that right, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she got it right, but that's
Yeah.
what she said.
Because
Now,
I told her the other day, I said, you got to get stuff right. That's why you be getting cussed the fuck out all the time. Because you won't be getting stuff right, Joanna.
exactly. And that's why cause and then I went over Simply Saida's channel last night. And then who's on the panel? She was on every panel I clicked that had a panel. She was on that bitch. She's sitting up there. No, that was Lady Snoop. Same thing. Her and Lady Snoop. So I digress. I'm gonna take that back. It was Lady Snoop. But Joanna is a mess. She's really a mess. So is there anything else, Miss Toby, you want to talk about? How Miss Toby, do you want to talk about that uh probation officer who was unalived by one of the suspects in Baltimore? Do you want to talk about that?
Wait a minute. What was the question again?
Do you want to talk about that probation officer that was unalived in Baltimore? Is that something
Oh,
you would like to share,
um,
or you not
it was
now? Not
it wasn't in it wasn't in Baltimore. It was in Montgomery County, Maryland.
okay, that's different.
So that's
Okay.
not, but it's still Maryland. So he just went to go conduct a routine home visit, and the offender was a sex offender. He was a sex offender, and from my understanding, he was released from jail in 2021 after serving maybe 24 years, I believe.
20, 24, 26 years, they say. I was
Yeah,
like, God dang.
24, 26 years. Yeah, so the probation agent went over to the house just to do a routine home visit, and he was scheduled to come back to the office because he was scheduled to come back to the office, and he didn't come back to the office. So the supervisor was calling, making phone calls, calling him, and didn't get any contact with him. So apparently, I guess they must have contacted the family members, and they located him via the ping on his telephone. When the police got there, they looked through the window allegedly and discovered that he was on a floor and he was deceased.
Yeah, they didn't say exactly how. Now, they didn't say exactly how he passed away. They said it was no weapon type of pow
Yeah,
pow used,
I
but they
I
did say
know,
it
but
was
I know
bludgeoning.
how, but I'm not gonna say on it
They did
because
what the
yeah,
police said. What they released is, I just want to say what's released. I don't know. I'm saying what they released was it appeared to be some type of bludgeoning. That's all they said. So I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
all.
what.
Yeah, that's all they say.
Yeah.
Like I know a little bit more details, but I'm not gonna say anything because of legal matters and stuff like that. Yeah, so
Now,
that's
was
what
he
happened.
was he a black man or what race was he? His name didn't sound like a black man.
He Hispanic.
Okay. Now
Hmm.
the offender is a black man, and he doesn't look that old. He looked like to spend 26 years in jail. He could have went when he was young, like
He
16 or
he was
17.
54.
Though. Oh, yeah, but he looked good for his
I'm gonna
age.
put
He
something.
looked like he could pass.
I'm gonna put something in the back chat.
Okay.
Um,
You see,
um.
yeah, you see what I wrote too. Now I can see him being in his maybe between 37 and 39 and 45 or something like that. Yeah, that's how he looks. So they're on the hunt for him. He was not at
No, they
home.
found him. They
Oh,
found
they
him. They
got
got
him.
him.
Where did they
He's
find him at?
in West Virginia. He's in custody.
Oh, that's good. I am so glad that they
Look at
captured.
the back chat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said I
Mm-hmm.
can't talk about everything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So he had just gotten out pretty recently. He hasn't even been out a year. Is it, if I
No,
can
he got
remember,
out in 2021.
2019, 21. Okay, it was like
Yeah.
some. It was like golly, he spent all that time in jail, and he couldn't make it out on the street. That long. But that's what happened. So I'm glad they, um, you know, caught him.
Yeah, they did a blue alert. So he's more like he's going to be charged more or less like he killed a police officer on duty.
And now that's a dangerous job. So I was surprised that they would
Yes,
even.
yes, Ronnie Q. It's a dangerous job. I showed you the
That,
neighborhood. I showed you the neighborhood I supervised and for
yeah.
15 plus years, right? You seen that
Mm-hmm,
neighborhood? Yeah.
mm-hmm. Now, I was surprised that him being that type of offender, that they would even have a home visit. It seems like what if you a SA offender and it doesn't make sense that they would have home
Mm,
visits for
oh
those
no,
types of
it's
offenders.
mandatory that we do home visits, and then
Well,
if you're yeah,
they
it's
shouldn't have
mandatory.
to do them alone. You shouldn't have to do them alone. That's very dangerous. Yeah, no way. I
I
mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you either could do them alone, or you could partner up to do them and stuff. And when you're a sex offender agent, you could come in the house and look through stuff because some of them have conditions that they're not supposed to have any internet or computers
Mm-hmm.
in the house. So I don't know what happened, but
Uh,
yeah, it's just devastating. It was devastating, and he's the first parole and probation agent in the state of Maryland that was killed in the line of duty. So yeah,
that's
like
sad.
yeah, I received so many phone calls and everything, that morning and stuff. So it was just devastating.
Now you see this question. Did you hear about the infant, the fetus that was found on a bus in East
Yeah,
Baltimore?
they found an infant fetus on a bus in Baltimore, on an NTA bus in Baltimore.
Oh my God. And they want to do away with legal abortion. So there's that. I don't know. Uh you know, uh that's crazy. That's crazy.
I think
Like
it might have been for some reason I think it might have been like a young girl for some reason.
right. Right. Yeah. And you
Yeah.
got these young girls scared to, make a decision to do certain things, and then this is the outcome, and it's gonna happen more. Listen, if you guys were you over at A Views of You
No.
yesterday? Girl, if you guys do not get over to A View, because I was just gonna get deep into this conversation, have not seen A View is a View live from yesterday. It is very, very informative. I hope you guys go over there and give A View is a click, because it was a lot of information thrown out, a lot of good conversation, and this is like one of the topics that could really fit into that conversation over there. But I'm not going to go too deep today. But yeah, it's a lot going on with the way they want to control everybody, control everyone's movement. Okay, so for example, like Rico, Rico the bartender over here, he's beef sector. Okay, so he is not, in my opinion, 100% mentally stable every day of the week. I'll put it that way. Sometimes he's more lucid than other times, and other times he's like, you know, uh, in an altered state, including the alcohol and drugs. So we got Rico. He's on public assistance. He has public assistance housing. He has a family emergency. Allegedly, his grandmother was passing away, but he went out there, and it was a couple of days or a week or so before she actually passed away. And then he was asking for people to give him money to catch the bus back home. So he was totally broke, sitting on his ass, had no money. And then when he gets back to New York, allegedly his food stamp card has been cut off because he used it. They saw that he used it in Detroit, and allegedly his housing has been suspended as well. So I haven't kept up with the story. Those are the two things I heard. Now Rico is not everybody can tell. If you're giving him these things, you should have somebody who's really checking in and checking up on him. And it's easy to get a funeral. It's easy to get a death certificate and this, that, and the other. But he's not smart enough to do these things. And sometimes when people get on that alcohol, you can't tell them anything. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and can't nobody tell me how many days I can stay. Fuck that. I'm hungry. I'm going to use my food stamp card. It's for food. I should be able to use it anyway. And then they fuck themselves. So that's what Condition Rico in. And my point of that, saying that whole thing, is that they want everybody to be dependent upon using their money, their cars, because they can track you, know where you are, what you shop for. They can know everything about you, and then they can control you by taking control of the money that they're giving you and punish you that way. Now, we see that in the welfare system right now. See, that's what they're doing. If it's a government program, that it's a federal program, it's not a state program, why can't they use their cards in any state if they're out of town? I don't know exactly all the details about Rico, but I do know you can't use your card in another state. So that's what I want to know. Since when they track your EBT? They always track your EBT. You can they strictly tell people that if they're going to go out of town, that they cannot use it, or they have, some states say you must call them and let them know your travel dates on the EBT. They always track your EBT. They are trying to cut 1 day's worth of food stamp, and they only allow $6 a day per person in the household already. So Congress says they're sitting up trying to figure out a way to cut 1 or 2 days worth of food stamp benefits off of the SNAP program. But then when they talk about it, they say, well, we're not cutting food stamps because we're just cutting waste, and all of this waste and abuse and the fraud and this, that, and the other. But yeah, they're cutting food stamps 1 to 2 days worth of meals. So if you have a house of 4, $24 off your food stamp card, and food has gotten high as
As
hell.
high as food is, it's
And they're not
food
talking.
is high as shit.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not talking about taking any money or not giving any money to the military industrial complex, which they give money to more and more and more money to every day. And for the past it's either 4 to 6 years, they have not been able to turn in a balanced budget because they have so many millions of dollars unaccounted for. But they want to cut food stamps. But they have let this go on and on and on, where they cannot give them an accurate final budget, which they are supposed to do. But they haven't been able to balance it. All this money is missing that they continue to increase for the military, but they want to cut food stamps. See, come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, food is high. And look, I live here by myself, and the other day, how much did I spend? I know last week I spent like $100 on food, and I felt like I didn't have nothing. And I'm in here by myself.
Okay, so they're saying that you can use your EBT cards in other states. That's depending on your state. If you live in a state that doesn't allow it, you cannot. That's my understanding. Okay,
Also
I
depends
didn't
on the
know that.
state.
Yeah, it depends on the state. I used to have an EBT years ago. I used it in different states. I never got questioned or cut off about it, but times have changed. They want to know everything you're eating. They are tracking EBT purchases so hard that they are really talking. You have congressmen up there saying that, well, they're eating unhealthy anyway. You look at all these sugary drinks they
Oh
get.
my Lord.
That's the most of their budget, and you look at all the hot food that they buy, from places that already have prepared food. Like you go to a bodega and they selling this, that, and the other, and you buy
Oh
food from them
yeah.
instead of a grocery store. They're saying that, okay, you're back, Miss Toby. They're saying that
Because
people,
here in certain places, can you hear me?
yes.
Because
Hmm.
here in certain places, some people use that EBT cards to buy steamed crabs.
But the thing about it is, they're looking at that. They're trying to make it seem like people are living high on the hog, but they're not looking at the fact that in many places where people have to use food stamps, they live in a food desert where there
Desert.
is no
They live in a
grocery
food
store,
desert.
where
Yeah.
they cannot get any food to prepare for themselves. So that's why they are getting their fucking drinks from the quit stop. That's why they're buying hot dogs and stuff from these types of places, because there is no grocery store. They're talking about they should be eating fresh foods. There is no fresh food in these food deserts, and they don't give a fuck, and they're not trying to do anything to correct it unless they want to go in that community and gentrify it. And then the first thing that pops up is a Whole Foods. So they're
Yeah.
that
But
they're being
but
good.
also you have to support it because I know a couple years ago in Baltimore City, in the heart of the city, in the hood somewhat, like if anybody in the chat that's from Beavermore on North Avenue, we had a black owned. Oh my God, my cat is coughing up a cat head. Move nasty. Now I gotta pick that shit up. So we had a black owned healthy grocery store. They had fresh vegetables and everything, and it was black owned and stuff. And people ain't go there, and the damn store shut down.
Yeah. They A football player built a black owned grocery store, 100% black owned. I forget his name, in Baton Rouge. I wonder how that store is going. They were really excited about that store. It was a full service. It wasn't skimping on anything and stuff. And he also had things that that he know that the black community would types of food that the black community like eat. And he also had good vegetable selection. He was a former pro football player. I got to check that out and see how his store is going. He opened a store that was, I think it was right before COVID that he opened this store. Does anybody know? Fran, do you know about that food store? Fran, I don't know if you know about that grocery store. I think he opened it on not Scenic Highway. What is that other street? That other major street. I forget. Luckily, I have 4 grocery stores in a 1 mile radius. You're very lucky because some people they can only, they have these little shops that'll go and get food. Some of them get fruits and vegetables. Some of them may even have like a vegetable stand inside the store. But it's really a convenience store, and they try to service the community, but they don't. It's not a grocery store. Let's be real. They have things that you might can eat, put together and get you something to eat. So I'm sure about that. Hey, Informant Sugar, how you doing? Okay,
Hey,
footsteps in and
girl.
out. My students are always surprised when I cover different types of surveillance in society, especially welfare and workplace surveillance. Yes, it's very good. It's very big, and and that's one of the things that we were talking about on A View is a View. See, because they're really clamping down on society. If you don't believe it, there's nothing I can do to tell you, but they are really clamping down on society, on the freedoms of society. And we have an election that is coming up in November, and they have done everything in their power
Oh my
to
goodness.
make sure that 45 gets back into power. They have a think tank group that they have put into action that is paid for and funded by the Heritage Foundation, that has some real draconian ideas that they want to put forth for America. You can believe it or not. Okay, the first thing that they wanted to attack, it was DEI, and they said that if they can stop DEI, which only promotes having healthy environments with all race of people. What is DEI? Uh, uh, what is it? Equity and inclusion, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So
Inclusion, yeah.
that's the new boogeyman word. Remember, it was woke during the midterm election. Remember, it was something else before that. All these key were what was that? The high where they learn about. It before that. Okay, so DEI, they've attacked DEI. This the Heritage Foundation said that they wanted to attack that because if they could get that in one university, they said by the end of the calendar year, they know that they can get that in more universities and in corporations. They actually have a some type of metric that they are grading this on, where how they can spread this throughout the United States, not only in colleges and universities. So you're not going to even learn this. That equity, and inclusion and diversity is not going to be a thing because they don't want it to be a thing. That's including employment. So that now it has cotton on. A lot of corporations have fired their and quit these diversity DEI programs in the workforce. A lot of schools have stopped it. And remember that story I gave you last week. The attorney general said that the girl had gotten beaten up because the school hadn't hired a open position that they have because of DEI training. Well, what he was saying is you wouldn't hire somebody who did not have DEI training. So it's your fault. DEI is the reason why this girl who was suspended from school, who wasn't supposed to be at school, came up to the school and attacked another girl first and got her ass whooped. But it's not the girl's fault. It's not nothing of school fault. It's about DEI training, a spot that you didn't cover for police resource officer. When they have tons of officers there, but you got one spot open and you didn't hire nobody because of DEI. So they are really, really. I implore you guys to get your heads out your ass because they have a lot of draconian plans for us. I know a lot of people, a lot of black people are on this thing where I'm going to vote for Trump because look what Joe Biden did with the crime bill, and look what Joe Biden did with this bill. And Joe Biden was right there with, what is it, Strong Thurman? That was his best friend, and this, that, and the other. It's the lesser of two evils, but Joe Biden doesn't look like he's there. But I tell you what. So does the other person look like he's there? The other person hasn't even told you what he has in store for this nation. The other person is running on not telling you anything. He's not giving you any promises from what he had. But we know his behavior from the past. We know that he actually said he would like to be a dictator for one day. Well, if he get into office, he can do that. Do you understand? He can do that, and he can be a dictator for more than one day because he has the whole strength of the United States Army around him as commander in chief. And he has these types of ideas. And Kim Un and Xi in China, he loves how they run their countries. But you guys think that you want to be the elite Negro who's going to go out and vote for him because you're poo-pooing on somebody who actually has given you the ideas that he has to improve this country and who actually can get through and do the things. But you want to vote for somebody who, when he leaves office, his son-in-law, who was not qualified for the position, gets $3 billion from Saudi oil people. You want to vote for somebody who has taken nuclear secrets and hid them in his home that he wasn't supposed to have and wouldn't give them back until they finally charged them with something. So everybody want to be the motherfucking unicorn Negro who I'm going to be different. These unicorn Negroes out here. So I suggest you guys get your heads out of the ass. The Heritage Foundation also has a plan to do away with gays. They have a plan that, in the Hitler days, that in Germany, they arrested them and put them away. This is the leading man's idea, I forget his name, about gays. We can do a story on that, and I can tell you all about the agenda. There's a lot of draconian ideas that they want to put forth in the United States, and they see how to do it. They have an actual way. Let's tell me, you got something. Are you driving?
No,
Something's clicking.
I don't know what's clicking because I'm not driving. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm literally sitting on my bed listening to you.
Yeah. So I just really implore you guys to wake up and pay attention. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on out here. This AI is good to make these funny pictures and all that type of shit, but it's some real shit going on out here in this country that we should be really paying attention to. So let me see what she's at. She said, "I do that too, friend." Okay, they are looking for smaller things to hit, but Walmart is major, so it may not be linked. Let me see what you're saying. Okay. There's a reason out of the eligible Republicans, they choose Trump to be the nominee. He already got the Supreme Court on law, reverse Roe versus Wade, affirmative action. People better wake up. That's what I'm saying. So, we can talk bullshit and all that type of stuff, but there's a lot of shit on the horizon. Project 2025, exactly, Fran. You guys don't know about Project 2025. You may want to read that because they have a calculated plan and they have the way that they are going to enforce it. It is sponsored by the Koch brothers, who has sponsored many other Republicans, agendas and very right leaning agendas that will really harm you in your personal life and really change the way that American society operates. That's all I can tell you. Folks are
Um,
targeting medical software. Yeah, so Thurman. Okay, yeah, they saying, oh, Joe Biden was friendly with strong Thurman. Yes, okay. Okay, dentist plastic surgeries, etc. are being targeted. Targeted for what of you? They are looking for
um,
smaller things to hit.
hacking
On
the
what?
medical records.
Oh yeah. Well, see, yeah. If you listen to a views uh pride show from yesterday, you're going to be surprised at the things that they are aiming to do with people's medical records and stuff. So I'm not going to give it all up. I
But
want you to
Jesus,
go over
oh my
there.
God, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that
Yeah,
because I'm about to go to a damn doctor's appointment.
well, yeah. So I want you guys to drop views link from yesterday's video, and I really implore you. Oh, I see it there. Okay. No, yeah, that's my Amazon link. Yeah, you can start shop my Amazon. Have you shot my Amazon link, Miss Toby?
I told you I bought something from there.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You bought the foot thing, the foot cleaner. Was it the
Hmm.
foot cleaner, the little cup? Okay. Thank you, Miss
Hmm.
Toby. I appreciate you supporting my Amazon store. Okay, Miss Toby, what else you want to get messy about?
I always support you. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wait a minute.
I'm talking about the guy that does work at my house. He talking about he on his way, but I got a doctor's appointment at 10:30. So I'm talking about him. He needs to come. Uh, can he
Now
come
Grisha
after?
saying Now Grisha saying she was getting cleaning products yesterday at Walmart and the website crashed for an hour. So let me see what the hood table's talking about. We had a black owned store in the hood a few years ago that sold fruits and vegetables, but they ran out of business because the food was way more expensive than the bigger chains. And they probably had to pay way more rent than the bigger chains too. Uh, you know, ownership has its privileges. If you don't own the property, you may get priced out of the property. I don't think that they were gouging. I think that they have may have been the victims of gouging, because if the property was in the hood, it seems like their overhead would have been lower. But a lot of people do not want to see black businesses succeed. So even though the property was in the hood, you need to check out, what were they paying? Were they paying comparable prices to be in the hood, or were they being price gouged because they were working, opening a business? A lot of things go into that, and of course they have to pass their costs on, and so unfortunately they may have had a lot of overhead. I get what you're saying, like, oh, I can go somewhere else and get it cheaper, but so that means that we're taking our black dollar out of our community, and that is the major problem with black people and black people as a community as a whole. You see other races, they keep their money inside their own society inside their own race. You see all these Korea towns, you see all these Chinatowns, you see these people who come over from the Middle East that they shop and they keep their money within themselves, and then they earn money, they grow money, and then they have the opportunity to open up a store in the hood because they know you niggas gonna run and give them all your money. Because if they try to buy something, they're gonna get cousin Joe to raise the price on the property in the motherfucking hood in a rundown store, and then you guys ain't gonna even go to the store, but you can get some extra money for this hood store that this nigga tried to open up that he can't afford because we charging him so much for rent. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. See, everybody want to say where they this state hood and they repping this hood and don't own nothing in that motherfucking hood. Own absolutely nothing. So that's I mean, if we want to be real, let's be real. I don't know what the rent is, but I'm saying we have to, you know, we have to wonder. And if it was so high, it would be nice if you could have figured out and asked. But instead of and then they want you to be like, well, I'm not going to that black place because it's this. I'm not going to that black place because it's that. They want you to have a negative review about any black store that opens up. Now, we know there's a lot of fucking businesses that are run really badly. But we, as consumers, we look at our own businesses that are run badly or run hood and like I can't support that or whatever. But it's business run by other races that are just as bad. But it seems like we highlight our own races, our own bad services. How many times have you gone to a regular store and you have gotten the nastiest attitude and you knew what it was, but you still what you do? You put that money in that cashier's hand. That cashier could be treating you all shitty. You just give her the money because you just running in here to get this, that, and the other. But shit, not me. Fuck me. Fuck that. I was in a motherfucking small grocery store when I had just moved to Miami. I moved on North Beach. They had a little grocery store there. It had all groceries, straight up groceries. I fucking get in line. I'm unstacking my food. The bitch is talking to the bitch in front of me. How you doing? Da 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 da. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I get up there, it was like somebody had nailed her motherfucking face closed, and the bitch sitting up there looking at me, and then didn't say a word. How you doing? Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then when she rang up the motherfucking shit, she had the price in the motherfucking. It was showing on the motherfucking machine, and just put her hand out. And I'm like, is this bitch crazy? I gave her my money. That bitch threw my change on the counter. I said, where's your manager? Where's your manager? And then she went there. I don't think he's here. I said, well, go find out for sure. I left that motherfucking food. I said, give me my money back. I left all that food right on the counter, and I went to Kroger. I don't play that shit. My money is some real shit. My money move things. So that's all I got to say. I don't know why I got off on a tangent because we don't understand that our money really is important to our community. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm talking while I'm getting ready. The fact is, Asians have black. The Asians have the black hair care market on lock. It's crazy, and they definitely have the black hair care market on lockdown. Black owners cannot get into the black hair care market. Oh, Miss Toby dropped down. I was wondering why she was so quiet. She had her nerve. She sure did because no, 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 no. I work too hard for my money, and you're not just gonna treat me no any kind of way. And hell no. And thought I was just gonna sit there and take it. That's the thing that tripped me out. This bitch thought I was just gonna take that treatment. That's the biggest part about that whole situation. That bitch thought that she was gonna sit there and treat me like that, and I was still gonna give her my money. No, bitch, you gonna go restack these motherfucking groceries, ho. That's what's happening. Shit. Anyway, okay, enough of me and my bullshit. Please share and subscribe. Please check out the Views of You live from yesterday. Very Carey's live from yesterday. I hope the hood table goes live today. I always mess her name up and say the hood scriptures, but hey, the hood scriptures, thank you for being here. Hey, Shady Blue, I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so Big Set, peace and multiple blessings to you as well. It's always good to see you. Okay, Yes, Sincere's live from not last night, the night before last, or last night too. Last night's live was well, but the point the just Krista stuff is on the night before last. The stuff that I talked about is on the night before last. And guess who else is slinking around the beach sector now? That landlord character that Jess Krista is making a fool out of herself for, and his ex-girlfriend is who she is she is on a lot of links. I never heard of her before. I think her name is Mia. It's spelled differently, but I think they're pronouncing it Mia. And I've seen her on a lot of links. But did I say? Oh, okay, so and now St. James is also over here hitting links. He saw one proud grandma over on Very Carey's link, and then I come to find out that this landlord dude was first a fixture over at Demetra's. We heard that through one proud grandma. I don't know where Demetra is. I heard that she left and was coming back because she had something came up and she needed to take care of some family issues. But I haven't seen Demetra in a long time. But this landlord character was a staple over there, and allegedly, I think Grandma said, he would flirt with Demetra, but it was like a ha ha, just kidding type of thing, as far as I know. But he showed up on Very Carey's, and he hit the link when he saw one proud grandma up there, and he was so disgustingly arrogant. He got up there and he kind of ignored Very Carey. Very Carey is real nice, and I don't think she caught it at first. And he started saying a couple of more things, and then Very Carey asked, "So is she was about to ask a question, and then he was kind of like, no, I ain't up here to talk to you. No, don't even finish that. I'm just up here to talk to her." And Very Carey is like, "Oh, excuse me." You coming on my channel and and she dropped that motherfucker real quick. She was like, "Is he crazy?" So I Very Carey did a good live yesterday. Thank you for dropping Sincere's live. Go over to see government gives them business loans that they refuse to give us, and they do not have to pay these loans back. And some people who come over here from other countries also get tax breaks in New York City. Who is that? Chuck Schumer? Yeah, Chuck Schumer. Is it Chuck Schumer? Yeah, Schumer. Made an excuse to say that he wanted to get some of the blighted buildings and get some businesses in these buildings. Made it so that they don't have to pay business taxes the first 5 years they're in business. Now, if they gave us United States citizens these same loans and breaks and all this type of stuff, maybe we could. But they won't give it to us. They're giving it to people who come in from outside of the country, and they don't have to pay these things back. But see, they don't have any money. And when it comes to us, who are ancestors, and our ancestors actually built this country, they say, you know what they say? Well, where will we get the money from? Well, where will we get the money from? Well, where will we get the money from? That's what they always say about helping the United States. 10 years tax free. Okay, so and grants. Yeah, they get all of these things, and we wonder. It's a fix. The fix is in. Okay, so let me tell you. If things keep going the way that they are, they stem. You see how strongly they stem down those protests. Now, we are supposed to be allowed to protest our government. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. My throat is dry. Let me 1 second. We have a constitutional right to protest our government. That's in the Constitution. The thing that they always want to talk about when they talk about owning guns? The right to protest is also in the Constitution. The right to bear grievance to your government, which is a protest, is also in the Constitution. But let me tell you, if you look at how harsh that they go in on protesters, they do that for a reason, because they want you to stay sheep. So they fucking beat the shit out of protesters who not even doing anything, peaceful protesters. So you imagine if there's any type of uprising that they really don't like, how they really gonna go in, and then they'll pick out one or two instances where, oh well, the police went overboard on this one. Why they beat a motherfucking half the motherfucking front row of these motherfucking crowds, front row, second row, third row, and they have gone in and just brutalized these people for making peaceful protests. Oh well, they didn't move this way, they didn't move that way. Oh God. So listen, Florida has made a law that if people are standing in the street, you do not have to stop. You can run the people over if they're protesting and they're standing in the street. Under who? Ron DeSantis. And under, you know what? Ron DeSantis is licking so much Trump field nuggets out of his behind. I am sure that Ron DeSantis will have a high place in Trump's cabinet or government or decision making or something. I can guarantee you DeSantis will be in Washington, D.C. And you see Florida with the book bans, Florida with the no water breaks for construction workers, Florida. I bet you will see all of these types of things happening in the United States. So uh, he been here 30 years. Who been here? Okay, well, let me see. Uh, yeah, 10 years. I'm here. 10 years here in my state. My childhood friend's mom married an Indian immigrant who owns 4 convenience stores. He ain't paid a dime because they offer extensions to them, these same people. Okay, and he been here 30 years. You see this? You see the game? You see the game? But we can't get nothing. And yeah, so listen, let me tell you something. Certified Pisces. I can't wait until 2026. Get him out. Okay, well, yeah, okay, good for you. Good for you. See, we'll see how that works out for you. You know, everybody has their own right to their own opinion, and I'm giving you mine. I think we're 2026. After 2026, come back and see me in 2027. Okay, he's quick with his executive orders and stuff. This is the type of person who feels like he doesn't have to get Congress approval for anything because he usurped Congress with executive orders. But this is a person who also said that it would be nice to be a dictator. So who knows if in 2027 we would even have a useful Congress? We don't have a useful Congress now, but who knows if we will have a useful Congress, useful senators and other representatives. Come on. So House of Representatives. Okay, who knows? So with that, okay, hello everyone. I have not spoken to. I am really enjoying your show as always, Ronnie Q. Thank you. I'm just blabbering on. Go to see a View is a View show. This is just one woman's opinion. Certified Pisces, you're more than welcome to hit the link. The link is pinned. So your one statement is very interesting, but we can converse about it and we can agree to disagree at the same time. You're more than welcome to hit the link and tell us why you cannot wait to 2026 to get him out. Okay, so yeah, so we have alternatives. So we have one alternative. The man who has a SA conviction and a man who business has been fined and cannot work. He cannot own a business in New York City because of all the fraud that he's done in that business. And now a man who what was his charge? Yeah, that was what this charge was for. A man who has to pay over 700 and something $1 million in fines and fees for the way that he was illegally doing things in his business. Now, a man who has been also convicted of trying to usurp the election process by giving money to a porn star to keep quiet about him having relationships with him while his wife's were pregnant. And he did that because he felt that if this information got out, that it would cause him to lose the election. So let's think about it. We have a man who is convicted of these things, but he is still allowed to run for president. Still allowed. So, you think about anybody you know in your life who has had to fill out a job application. Hold on one second. You think of anybody in your life who have had to fill out a job application and who has had to go through a rigorous background check, who was denied for some small blemish. It may be something, some small blemish, for example, could have been why they were denied. Some larger blemish could have been something that they did in their childhood, could have been 20, 30 years ago that is still haunting them, still not allowing them to get jobs with different agencies, federal jobs, state jobs. This one thing that they did 30 years ago is preventing them from getting something. It could have been a conviction for stealing it could have been a non-violent crime. It could have been a drug crime. It could have been these type of crimes, and you are restricted from getting these certain types of jobs with a certain agency. But this dude is allowed to run for the leader of the United States. So, if the game ain't rigged, I don't know what to tell you. So that's all I got for you guys today. Florida governor has 2 terms. Yeah, he won the second election against Gilliam. I know that's his second term. Yeah, but Sarah Palin won in Alaska, and what did she do after her run for presidency? And her name was a household name. She quit the fucking job. It doesn't matter how many terms they got. If Trump gives him a job, what are you gonna do? He gonna say sayonara. You think just because he was voted in as governor, he got to stay there the whole motherfucking term? Are you serious? Wake the wake the fuck up. Who the fuck you talking to? Are you that stupid? BJ, that's terrible, and we get shit. Okay, so anyway, I'm sorry. He pissed me off. Okay. Dropping down. All right, Miss Toby. I didn't know when Miss Toby dropped down, but Miss Toby let me know that she had to drop down. Okay. And the hood table, this is her link. So let's let's talk about what we covered in this show. First of all, I would like to invite you all out to the Perfect Pet competition. It will be this Saturday. It is June 8th. Oh, let me remove this comment so we can all see the flyer. Saturday, June 8th is the Perfect Pet competition. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Oh my goodness. Where's my banner? Okay. Here we go. June 8th, Saturday, June 8th, Perfect Pet competition. All pets are welcome. Must complete 3 commands of your choice, or they must complete 3 obstacles on an obstacle course. That is open for all pets. You have a gerbil who can run through an obstacle course with 3 obstacles. Enter the obedience part. If you have a parrot that can sing different tunes on command, enter the obedience portion. Whatever you have, please enter the contest. If you have a snake, rabbit, goat, whatever you have, I'm trying to make this all inclusive because we're all different people. We have all different likings, and some people like to have fish as a pet, and some people like to have different things as a pet. Come and enter the contest. Obedience, command of your choice, or an obstacle course with 3 obstacles. We have a 3-panel judge. They will be judging on the same judging rubric. So every judge will be looking for the same thing. You won't be judged on one thing from one judge, something else from the other judge. All the judges will be judging on the same judging rubric. And we will okay. So, and also the chat gets a vote between 1 and 4, 1 being lowest, 4 being highest on each contestant. The votes will be tallied, and the person with the highest score will be the winner. And if there is a tie, the chat will be the one who breaks the tie. That's the main part of the Perfect Pet competition. But this time we are having a beauty contest before that. The obedience challenge is 1 prize pot, winner takes all. But the pregame show is the beauty contest. If your pet does not do tricks, commands, or anything like that, you can enter the beauty contest. The beauty contest, you have to show your pet. You can talk about your pet, give us some details about your pet, what it takes to, keep your pet clean and this, that, and the other. Show off your pet. The winner, we have 1 winner for that. It's going to be winner takes all. Same. Every judge is going to have the same judging rubric for the beauty contest. If you have a horse, bring your horse in. Show us how beautiful the horse mane is. Show us how beautiful the horse shine when you brush him out. Show us your beautiful pet. If you have fish in a fish tank, show us how beautiful your fish are. How how their fins ruffle in the water. The little iridescent colors on this one and that one. Show your fish off. Whatever pet you have, come into the beauty contest. One winner. Winner takes all. Same thing. Judging rubric will be used. Not the same one for the obedience, but a judging rubric will be used. And for each contestant, the chat also gets to vote 1 through 4, high to low, and that would be added to the judge's score. The highest score wins. If there's a tie, the chat will break the tie. Come on out and have some fun with us. And if you would like to contribute to the prize pot, you are more than welcome to contribute to the prize pot. It would be much appreciated. It's $Ronnie Q to contribute to the prize pot. And what else? Oh, if you want to support the show, you can cash app $Ronnie Q and do not put prize pot, and that will not go to the prize pot. But if you want to contribute to the show, you can $Ronnie Q. I do try to put an actual thought into my show and bring you something different. I do take I take time out to pre-plan things I want to talk about and coordinate my show to the things I'm speaking on. And also, if you have a choice to become a member. If you want to become a member to the show, I give all my members a free keychain, an Afrocentric keychain for all of my members to show my appreciation to you for becoming a member to my show, because I could not do this without you, and I really appreciate you. And I have a set of 3 that just went out. And also, if you enter the Perfect Pet competition, you will also receive a free keychain. That's just not for the winner. That's for all the participants. If you join the Perfect Pet competition, you will receive a free keychain as my gift to you for thanking you for supporting my channel. So let me check these last messages. Hey, Brad F, how you doing? Let me check my last messages. Ginger, when I believe immigrants get benefits from opening up their own stores. They definitely do. Okay. Oh, I already saw these. Okay, let me go from the bottom to the top. I thank you guys for being here. So don't forget, you can check out my Amazon store link. It's in the description box. I have a pet supply store. I have a skincare store. I have a hair care store. These things are not for me. These things are things I have selected that I know that I have tried, brands that I have tried, Black businesses that are on Amazon that you can shop my store. And these are just some suggestions that you may want to try for yourself. These things are not for me. They're for yourself. When you click on the product, it takes you straight to Amazon. If you already have an Amazon account, it takes you straight to your account. Nothing is seen by me or for me. It's just some choices that I am like putting you up on. That's all it is. And if you would shop the Amazon store, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, I do get a little if you buy something, it does give me a little like kickback, or I forget what it's called. But if you click on it in my link and it takes you to the Amazon store, it's going to be like, oh, Ronnie Q recommended him or her. Let me give her a little change, and I'm sure, and it really is change. But these are great products. I have a perfume store, I have a designer dupe store, I have a hair care store, I have a skincare store, and I have a pet store. They're all separate stores. You hit the link and you see all 5 of my stores, and you can peruse each store and see if I have anything that you'd like to purchase. And also, that is in my description box of all my videos. You can click that link and it'll take you right there. Also, membership, also Cash App $Ronnie Q. I'll see you on Saturday for the Perfect Pet competition. If you'd like to donate, $Ronnie Q, put prize pot, put pet competition with whatever in there, and we are going to make this a great, perfect pet competition on Saturday, June the 8th, noon Pacific Standard Time, 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. I think that's everything. I think I've covered it all. Okay, so my flyer is on my wall for the competition. If you want to enter the competition, please try to show up 15 minutes before the show starts, so we can do a camera and a audio and a video check on your camera and your sound to make sure you're ready to go. And I thank all my mods for being here. I really appreciate you guys for all of your help and support. I thank all of my members, of course. I really appreciate your support. And I thank all of you, my subscribers who come in, listen to me, and make the show great. So with that, I am going to, let me see, I got one more comment. Okay, great live. Keychains are beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day and thank you. Okay, so let me make sure that's all that I have. Big set. Michael Jackson's mother nor his children can get any money right now. Shaking my head. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. You know, these people work all their lives and and just like that's sort of like Wendy Williams, her son. These people work all their life for their wealth, and then somebody locking their wealth up. Yeah, so it's really a shame. They can let him move around. Wait a minute, what is this? Okay, they can let him move around him and his money, but they put a hold on Michael Jackson's money because Michael Jackson estate owes the IRS over $700 million. So they what? $700 million? How is that even possible? Michael Jackson wasn't a billionaire. How can he owe $700 million in taxes? That's crazy. How? That's crazy. If a felon can't vote, he shouldn't be able to be president. In some states, felons cannot vote. In other states, felons can vote if they did a particular crime. In some states, they can vote if they have a certain amount of years where they've been out of jail. It varies from state to state, and if a felon can be in office, why can't a felon vote? Okay, I think that's all I got. If nobody else is going to tell me about Michael Jackson, you saying yes, ma'am. Thank you, Big Set. Also, there's a story out now that this manager who works with the Kardashians and Britney Spears' sister, Britney Spears' father and mother have been really up to something with Britney Spears. Now, Britney Spears has come out and said that over $600 million were stolen from her. Now they are saying that it was a period of time when her sister Jamie Lee Spears claimed to be the person in charge. What is that? What is the person in charge of people money? The oh my God, it's slipping my head. Power of attorney for Britney Spears, and so she went and she was moving some money. Allegedly, it was supposed to be set up so her kids would be fine if anything happened to her. But come to find out, allegedly, she never did the things that it takes to be a power of attorney and should not have been signing any paperwork. And now all of a sudden, $600 million has been come up missing from Britney's account. However, Britney Spears and who have had the same I think it was what is she manages their cash. They have the same woman who manages their cash, and all of a sudden, Kim Kardashian account came up with $600 million. They made an announcement that hey, Kim Kardashian made over $600 million from her schemes, and then now Britney Spears' account, her money was allegedly overseas. It wasn't in the States. And then this Skims account that came up $600 was allegedly overseas as well. It wasn't in the States. So how do you get $600 million back to the States so we can spend it? We launder it. We launder it and we say, hey, she made this off Skims. This is the theory. She made $600 million off Skims. And guess what? Kylie Jenner is selling half of her beauty product line for how much money? $600 million. So there is now they are calling for the FBI to come in and investigate this. And this alleged plot has been discovered through the hard work of some Britney Spears stans, and some attorneys have looked at, the things that they have represented, and they said, hey, you know what? This looks kind of right. The money manager will not talk to Britney Spears. She has nothing to say to Britney Spears. They do have some tapes of her saying things that allegedly are kind of questionable, but all of these are right now are just allegations that have not been founded. But people have looked at them and they said, "Oh wow, oh wow." So they're asking for the investigation to be handled by the FBI. So conservator, she doesn't have a conservator anymore. Oh, the conservator over her account. Yeah, I was she the conservator? Yeah, was her sister? It was either conservator that her sister was supposed to have been, but she didn't do the right things, or it was the power of attorney. I don't think it could have been the conservatorship, but I thought it was something less. I thought it was a power of attorney to do things. Either way, her sister didn't do the things to qualify to do that job, yet and still she was signing papers, and then all of a sudden $600 million went missing from her accounts. That's what I know. Thank you. That sounds shady. That sounds shady. So yeah, that is one of the things that I was checking out, listening to allegations about that, and that's a lot of money. And we have so much money that's swishing around the United States, and it is in the hands of very few people. These millionaires are being tracked too. Talent was talking yesterday on a Views channel about why do you think that so many artists are selling their masters, because yeah, you got to go to a Views channel. I'm not going to give it up, and check it out. It's very good. I know everybody's not interested in these types of things, but these types of this type of information, I think it would be valuable for people to have, to think about, expound upon, research, see where you fit in the puzzle. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you tomorrow for some good conversation. And I appreciate you all in the chat. All right, hit the like button, please. You guys did not hit the like button my last live, so go over and check out a Views channel, Very Carey's channel, Sincere Saida's channel. It was one more channel I told you. Yeah, go check them out. All right, and read The Heart of Philadelphia. It's some good content going on. And King Roman News. I think King Roman News may be on right now. I think he came on 16 minutes ago. Let me see if King Roman News went live. Okay, let me see. Let me check. If he went live, I'm going to let you know. Let me see. He may be live now. Okay. Let me see. Before I lied to you, because there's been a couple of times I said I was going over there, and I was like, oh, maybe not, because he's not live. I don't see him live right now, but check out King Roman News. Subscribe to him. He has a fun show. He has an informative show. He covers beef sector on Sundays, on some days, and then he cover real world news on the other day. So check out King Roman News. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Have a great day, M. Renee. I always hit the like button. Kelly Hans, thank you for being here. Hey, Ronnie Q in chat. Thank you for being here. We're about to head out. Please catch the replay. And all right, that's it. God bless you and have a great day. Bye-bye. Ness, Ness, Ness. I thought you was gonna meet me at the casino. Come get Christina's wig. Girl, Ness, where you at, Ness? Bye, Ness.